So, guys, we officially pop off. We officially pop off next week, guys. It's almost here, guys. The Champions League is almost here. And, guys, the narratives are getting greater. The narratives are getting greater. I told you guys, I'm a narrative merchant here. And there are so many storylines to go through. There are so many legacies on the line. And from where we were last week, things have changed. Just in the space of a week, I think we have to readdress certain games. Ramos and Hazard officially out. Liverpool, what the heck is happening? Man City and what they are doing. PSG, Barcelona, Atalanta. So there are many things to readdress here. And I think as we build up more and more and more, we're going to try and to be investigating, looking at these matchups in much closer detail. So, guys, remember, if you're here, like the video, subscribe. Like the video, subscribe. Like that video. Mods, what I pay you for? Well, I pay you in love. I pay you in love. Make sure that we get those likes. I want at least 200 likes on this video, and the minimum 200 likes on this video. So, guys, like that video. Please, it will mean a lot for us if you like that video, and also subscribe and so forth. So, we're going to this is going to be purely CL, purely Champions League, and we're going to talk everything about it. And I think it's talking about the Champions League, but I think the Champions League also infuses how teams are playing right now, which teams are in form, and how are they looking as we get closer and closer towards the CL. And remember, again, which is each day I post a vid counting down, looking at each club specifically, on and on and on. So I think, look, there's only one place to start, and it's with your boy Natsa. I think that is where we need to start. We need to start with Natsa. So Natsa, Man City. Look, can I just first say one thing? I have never hated Pep. I have been the biggest Natsa mute your mic. Natsa, mute your mic, please. Thank you.
No, don't lie in front of the
mute. I will
Do
come
not lie
to you.
in front of-
I will come to you. I'll come to you. Man, goddamn. I have always been the biggest fan of Pep. Always been the biggest fan. I've always appreciated what this guy has done, and this guy is one of the best coaches out there. And I think that we've seen him grow, develop, and get better with regards to understanding all aspects of the game, specifically with what he has done with the defense. And Man City look really, really good. Here's the thing. You may call it reverse psychology or so forth. I did say that last season, if that City were one of the favorites to win it, but then Leon said, "What's up?" So, but this season again, I feel they're even much better than they were last season. And an argument can be made that yes, they got 100 points one season, yes, they got 98 points next season, but there's just something far more mature and responsible about this Man City team as opposed to other ones. But I can't knock the feeling of once we now get into the Champions League, things change. Because, guys, let's keep it real. The Premier League is overrated. This bull crap that's, this is the biggest league in the world, the toughest league in the world. Shut up. Homeboy got 100 points, 98 points.
No, HH. He shows how great he is, HH.
Natsa, let me land, I'll come to you. Natsa, let me land, I'll come to you. Premier League is a bomb-ass league, and I think Pep has shown why this is a bomb-ass league, and we were lied to with this being the elite league. It's a bomb-ass league. So critiquing him and seeing how he'll do in the Champions League based on what he's done in the Premier League means nothing because he's made the league a bomb-ass league. But I think here is this, and I want to come first to Natsa with this. Do you feel far more confident going into that Mönchengladbach game and potentially onward with Pep and what he's done this season more so than the 100-point season and 98-point season? Or do you think it is what it is? Those two seasons, or rather the team in those two seasons were actually better than the team this season. Also, how good is De Bruyne really? So Natsa, talk to me. Do you feel more confidence in this team this year going into the CL?
First of all, before I get to the meal, to the main course, I want to see how many Liverpool fans are here, because before the Liverpool fans start winning with the club, there were barely any showing up. There were barely any Liverpool fans showing up in any kind of hangouts before Klopp start winning or Liverpool start winning. As soon as it started winning, the big mouth started running. And I've been here every time we lose. I've been here every time when we lost against Lyon.
That's fair.
That's
fair.
I've got Gatler got coming with his receipts on me. So I've had the dog time, but the dog times Jamal goes missing, Lon Disputed goes missing, whatever his name is. All those Liverpool fans. Samuel, have you seen Samuel? I haven't seen Samuel in a long time.
I've not seen him in a long time.
So these guys know how to chat, but they can't take it. I've got a few receipts today as well, so be ready for HH. Monta is gonna get exposed. I've been waiting for this time because even Martin Rosario has converted to Pep FC right now because he says Mourinho is finished. Shout out to Martin because he's seen the light.
Can you please just answer this question?
I've been holding this hatred. I've been holding all this hatred. I have to speak here. I have to speak. Abdullahi, I see you right now. I know you're shivering in fear, Abdullahi. Pep has something up his sleeves this season. Abdullahi, you're gonna have to apologize at the end of the season. I'm 100. Abdullahi, I know your face, bro. I know you're scared, bro.
I said yesterday. I said I'm never a hater of Pep Guardiola. I said it. People kind of call him the greatest manager of world football. For me, I'm not putting him in the greatest yet because if you can't win the Champions League for Manchester City, I already told you my agenda with Pep is already over. Once he win the Champions League, I'm taking it off already because why I criticize him is because of the tiki-taka football he played in Barcelona and in Bayern Munich. I want him to do. You can't do the same thing in EPA. You have to like a little bit more pragmatic in the way you do. And this year, he's done it. I have nothing to say about Pep anymore because he has convinced me as a manager. So what I want for him overall is to win the Champions League with Man City, and it's completely over for me. That's it. Okay. I've said it already. I've come out already and said it.
You've talked. Not to talk, man.
Okay. I want to say one thing. Just like you say, people always say like, "Oh, Pep has spent so much in defenders." I get it, but the only player he spent a lot of money in defense was Stones. Stones, he bought him, I think, for 45 million, 50 million. He never had a serious centre back all this season, and he still dominated the Premier League and shot on the Premier League. But as soon as he has a very good defense or good defender, you've seen how well they're playing right now. So give him credit where he's due. Yeah, but I forgot. Sorry, but still, anyway, Laporte has been injured last season, so you can't really count that for last season. But that's all. I'm just shocked about how fast everything has developed from the Chelsea game. So, but I don't want to say anything too soon. If I say anything too soon, the receipts will come out. But let me just play this first, okay? HH, just focus on HH's laughs, okay? Just focus on HH's laugh, okay? When Monta says this.
Mentioned I'm going to move on. I'm going to keep on mentioning. What is this guy Foden did? Let's be honest over here, man. This guy's like hyped by the Man City fans a lot. Okay, let's not fool ourselves. Okay, because you're giving
Yeah, HH. So what was that, HH? Why were we laughing at when Muntaha was saying Foden was a English hype and Manchester? Right now you want to praise him, but before.
I was watching Moisha. No, I was watching Moisha when he was saying that. So I was laughing at the Moisha episode.
Yeah. Let's just say so. I remember HH said, "I've never seen a good player named Phil Foden." Okay, I remember you saying that, HH. You're making
Nasa for me. Like I said it already. I even told the chief. I said the problem with Chelsea fans are having is because we kind of comparing Messi Mount with Phil Foden. And I keep saying it. When you have a better manager in Pep Guardiola in club who kind of improve player a lot, you see the better the player. You can't just be putting player in and every time, making your star player in the team. It doesn't work that way. That was the reason Frank Lampard was getting bashed a lot on social media, getting abused, getting cursed, because it's kind of taking all the starting 11 in Chelsea and putting the Messi Mount. You be the creator. That is the problem.
Not sir. Answer the question.
Okay, give me ask the question one more time. I'm gonna answer it carefully because I'm hyped right now.
Okay, the question for the umpteenth time is: do you feel more confident with this team this year in the Champions League as opposed to the team that got 100 points and 98 points?
In the Champions League, I feel more confident. In the Premier League, not as confident because the way we've started, maybe the attack has not been as great as it actually used to be before. But in the CL, I'm 100% sure this will help us in the CL, especially when teams like Barcelona are breaking it in the La Liga and Real Madrid have been irrelevant in Champions League for a few years. This probably is our best chance to win it. But I'm not going to say anything too soon. If we beat Borussia, because if you don't beat Borussia Mönchengladbach, if you go out to Borussia Mönchengladbach, I'm over. I'm finished.
That's because my thing about it is that the Premier League is cool, but City have to eventually win this trophy. And I think that as much as we want to praise Pep and everything he's done, what will always hang over him is you've never been able to win it without Messi. That has always defined his legacy, and that will always be something that I will always hold over him, because Pep knows that every time he goes out, there's a 24-hour stream waiting for him here on the Half-Foot Football Hut. So he knows the pressure is under because of my post-match streams.
Oh, give me a break, H. You don't care what you say.
So he does. So my thing is that I just have this funny feeling that he will self-destruct again, because again, we have to look back at that Lyon game. Why did he play that formation? Why? Why did you sort of overcomplicate it? You see,
no,
I sort of had almost the criticism here, but you're playing against a Liverpool side who have just been horrible in form. Mönchengladbach are a good team, not top tier. They're a good team. And City, if Pep now goes in and tries to overcomplicate things and okay, let's try and do this, do that, it's a risk. It's going to be far riskier doing that against Borussia Mönchengladbach in the Champions League as opposed to.
Would you overthink when he has a good defense? Would he overthink? That's what I feel like. Would he overthink big games or when Champions League games when he has a good defense he can rely on? Because the last few years, his defense have capitulated in the big games, especially in the CL against Liverpool, have capitulated. But when he has a good defense, I think he'll have more confidence in going to games, especially against those teams that would stay back and wait for you to attack and try to catch you in the counter attack. And we've seen glimpses of it against Liverpool. Liverpool had some time where they could have punished us because of Mane header. He missed that Mane header. There is times where we could look kind of vulnerable because we're not totally invincible. So there is some stuff to improve.
Okay, so let me just hit this from your boy Whimsical Thoughts. Thanks for the dope. It says Barcelona coming in clutch. Look, when it gets to Barcelona, because my thing with Barca is I'm seeing team spirit here. I'm seeing a team that is far together here, and I'm seeing a team with far greater character, which for me spells serious trouble for PSG. Because a Barcelona team that have team spirit and are much more together as a team and have a better team ethos is going to spell serious trouble for PSG, Paris Saint-Germain, and Barcelona keep on finding ways to win. They keep on finding ways to win, and I just think the spirit of this team is the best it's been for a long time. Osasuna, Man City, talk to me. Do you think these guys are the front runners right now in the Champions League based on how they're playing, or you need to see a bit more?
I just need to ask you one thing. With Gundogan, you have so many options for nicknames. You have the Gun, you have the K, and you go for the Ilk.
The Ilk.
I swear. Immediately I saw
Ben, meet your mic. The Ilk.
It is the brick.
I mean,
Ilk?
of all things to call him, you call him the Ilk.
The Ilk.
The link. What's the link? Oh, God.
The Ilk.
So, definitely City are cursed now because Have Hope has given them all nicknames, all of them after one game. So they're cursed. They're never going to win anything anymore.
That's harsh.
But seriously though, mentality is the thing. And a lot of the thing is also squad depth. This season, you can say it has a lot to do with Dodd or whatever it is, but it also just has to do with whoever has the best squad is performing well right now. Because I'm of the opinion, without the manager, Liverpool squad is kind of shit, right? They don't exactly have the players that you would say are outstanding without, before Klopp. It's not like their squad is amazing. And I think Manchester United's squad is actually far better. Leicester City is an anomaly, but it is what it is. But I say because City just have the best squad, because they have they can deal with the problems of this season the easiest. They are the ones that are having the easiest time with this season.
But how do you think that will impact? Squad is league. Squad doesn't mean squad.
Exactly.
I don't like when people say this right now. I don't like when people say, "Oh, City have an easier because of their squad." In the beginning of the season, people were saying, "Oh, Pep is finished. He hasn't got a good squad." I don't know, Roger. He was a bad recruitment. everybody was saying Roger was a right recruitment. People were saying Cancelo was not a good player. That everybody was making fun of Pep signings. And right now, when everything is going well and rosy, everybody's trying to say, "Oh, Liverpool haven't got a good squad." What happened to people saying Klopp is a great manager? He can work with players anywhere. Just see when we were playing Fernandinho at centre back, and we had
it's agendas, bro.
Yeah, it's
stupid agendas.
People make excuses for Klopp all the time. In my opinion, Klopp is still
so much excuses.
Klopp is still a great manager, and he will always be a great manager because
without winning a CL, without Messi. Interesting.
No, I'm talking about Klopp. I'm talking about Klopp.
Klopp. Oh,
you're something's wrong with you.
You don't even hear it. Klopp will always be a great manager.
No, I've never said that City have shit players. I don't know who has. I think that's something that's never, because obviously they should have amazing players. They have spent, lots on that squad. And the reason that I thought I was having doubts about Pep, I've always thought that Pep was great, but I had doubts about Pep this season at the beginning because he was having freak results like a 5-2 loss at home to Leicester and losing to Mourinho and that.
But from what you see now, is this guy going to finally deliver this Champions League? Is this the year in which he finally does he have the team? I don't give a crap about squad.
Okay,
does he have the team to win this bloody trophy?
He has a team. The tools are there, but it comes back to mentality.
Even though Sterling missed an open goal, carry on.
Mourinho, when he was with specifically like Chelsea and Inter Milan. He got
robbed in a semi, correct?
He got robbed in a semi, whatever. Yeah. But he instilled the mentality of we go to war. It's us against them. We are going to fight against everyone that comes at us because Chelsea were still new at that time. They weren't on the radar. They had just gotten into a lot of money, and so they can have that mentality and be successful because we are the new kid on the block. No one expects us to be that great. We're going to kill you right now on the spot.
They were successful.
And with Inter, it was the same thing. Well, Inter had already won 3 titles before that, but he had the same thing and in Italy, it just works better, where we go against you, we go to war, and that worked for Inter as well. Klopp at Liverpool, he instills the mentality of we defend for ourselves. It's completely opposite.
So are you saying that? So does Pep have this mentality instilled in these guys?
No, that's what I'm getting to. I'm getting to Pep. But with Klopp, it's we defend for ourselves. We will show our pride. We have pride in the way we are, and that works for Liverpool because they're a proud club, right? Man City, who are a relatively new big club, have a manager that has the mentality of a little bit of a hint of arrogance with we are better than you, so we will beat you just because we have more quality, we have a better way of playing, and it's just a confidence thing. And that can falter in a club that is new to the block because that can lead to overconfidence when you don't have the experience yet of actually winning anything yet. That's why I think with Man City, it's steps. Get past the quarterfinals right now, and they'll get out in the semis. Get past the semis next season, and you get to the final, and so on. I think not this season, they'll get to the semis, and they'll get knocked out.
So after all that, really quick, you're going to tell me that Pep is going to fail yet again?
Yes. This season, yes.
No, I want to name, I'm not saying we're going to win the Champions League, but name me 3 clubs better than City right now. 3 clubs.
Nasa, you are falling for the trap, man.
I'm not saying we're winning the tier, but he's just saying that we'll fail for the quarterfinals, semi-finals. But he's saying it easily.
This is purely based on your club, not based on any other club.
No, but also don't worry. Also, my thing is about it is that you say that they're going to get stopped in the semis. They are one of the most informed teams in Europe. I think next to Atletico, they're like one of the most informed teams in Europe. They have the team, they have the money, they have the players. And we look at the field of play in the Champions League. Should we hold it against Pep Guardiola and call him a lep if he fails yet again in the semi? Because you're saying that yet again, this will be now the 4th, 5th year where they don't even make a final. So if he doesn't make a final, isn't that a glaring failure yet again?
Not even a semi, right?
Honestly, no, because it's it's Man City. You know, why are they expected to win the Champions League so much if they haven't won it before?
You have the money, you have the players.
Yeah, and you know how difficult it is to win something for the first time. So
this is his 5th year. 5th year.
Yeah, it's his 5th year, and still, I think you can't consider that. I mean, last year you could hold it against him because it was Lyon of all teams, right? If he goes out against Borussia Mönchengladbach, if he goes out in some embarrassing fashion, hold it against him 100%. But if he goes out to a Bayern, if he goes out to a Atletico maybe, or a Barcelona or something like that, or maybe PSG, I wouldn't hold it against him.
Okay. Wait, so let me just hit this. So, from Armchair Critic, who says, HH, let's be real, without Pep, Leo would be nobody. That is false. Pep helped Leo Messi, but we all knew that the moment that we saw Leo Messi, we were seeing the next great talent. Pep only helped him to reach his potential quicker. But under any manager, Leo would have been Leo because Leo is the generational talent that has defined this era and this generation. Abdullahi, my dear friend, talk to me. Man City in this year, is this the year that Pep delivers for you?
Richard, I already said this. Thank God Nasa is a City fan. I said it already. I don't hate Pep, and I will say it again. I rate Pep a lot.
That's
very good. Yes, but people call him the GOAT. Me, I don't call him the GOAT.
You hate Pep.
I don't hate. I keep saying it.
You call him a bastard.
My problem with Pep. I already labeled my problem with Pep. People call him the greatest manager in world football. People call him this. Me, I don't call him this.
Wait. Abdullahi, you called him a bastard. How do you call a guy a bastard? And
I will explain everything.
Oh my God!
I don't want to rant about Pep because
what did he do to you?
Benjamin, I don't want to rant about Pep because he has proven wrong this year. He has. What I wanted for him as a manager is done it in EPL. I'm holding my hands up that yes, the tiki-taka football you played Bayern Munich and Barcelona. Yes, you can play it in EPL, but can you be more pragmatic in the way you play? Because you can't go out and you keep scoring goals and you keep conceding goals just like anyhow. So I wanted him to be more reserved as a manager, go more pragmatic and score goals. And he's been doing it this year. I already come out and said my appreciation goes to Pep. I give him my appreciation to that. But I will keep saying it again. If he doesn't win that Champions League with Pep, I won't hold him on a high regard for Man City. He has to win that Champions League before I can hold him as a high regard. At the moment, I don't put him as a GOAT yet. I do not. Because you cannot spend that kind of money.
See, my thing about it is that, because I already said this on the stream, that if Pep wins the Champions League with Man City, specifically without Messi, I'm ready to put him ahead of Mourinho. As of right now, Mourinho is ahead. Mourinho is ahead of him. But if he wins it without Messi, I can put him ahead of Mourinho.
Wait, a guy that manages Tottenham Hotspur is ahead.
2010.
Tottenham.
Quickly talk. 2010. Apply. Talk.
Harry Kane.
So people will say I hate on Pep. I keep saying it. I hate Pep, but the kind of way people rate him, I don't put him on that level at the moment. Yes, because he hasn't delivered that Champions League with Man City. That is my worry, because you can't spend that kind of money and still telling me, and because it's luck, it's VAR. I don't want that. I don't want to hear that. You spend that money to win Champions League, not to win EPL. That money was spent. Raheem Sterling, Gabriel Jesus, Kevin De Bruyne, Ruben Diaz, John Stones, Ike Gundogan. Those players you spend money on. Ederson Moraes.
He didn't buy Sterling.
So he bought Sterling.
He didn't buy Sterling.
No. Pep Guardiola bought Sterling.
I don't mind them. Keep talking.
Those players he bought, they are meant to win UEFA Champions League, not the EPL. So for me, if he doesn't win that Champions, I will say it again. If Joseph Guardiola doesn't win that Champions League, if he doesn't win the 2021 Champions League for me, I'm not putting him on the high regard at all.
Because the key thing is that, guys, let's just keep it real. The Premier League has been embarrassed. It's been disgraced. It's been malnourished.
Elmere League.
Thank you.
Easy.
Hold on, Hassan. Are you a Liverpool fan, Hassan, by any chance?
Yeah,
I remember you being a Liverpool.
Bro, I sent a super chat. I'm here to take my L.
I respect Hazard. No, I respect
my L, man.
Hassan, thank you. I'm gonna deal with you very soon. So Undisputed. Stop sending super chats and please get yourself inside this hangout. You sad loser.
I agree on this speed. I agree.
So women's oil wrestling greater than football as a sport. First of all, porn and softcore porn is separate from sport. And Undisputed, your cheap ass attempt at trying to divert things will not do. Undisputed, DM me and I will save you a space in this hangout. Don't be a freaking wimp and a coward. Take the L like a man. Zedman, talk to me, man. Man City.
All right. When it comes to Man City and particularly Pep, I would say one thing he's shown this season is his adaptability. Because if you look at his game against Manchester United, they were reliant on counterattack, and he's adapted to that style of play. And then if you look at the Liverpool game, he's also adapted because he noticed that Klopp was coming with more of a centralized defensive formation because he had Fabinho and Henderson as his two center backs. And the last thing you want them to do is have a one-on-one chance with a striker or Mahrez. So Pep decided to go through the right wing, and Sterling delivered against Trent. With that being said, I think he's shown that he's adaptable. In terms of, do Man City have a chance of winning this Champions League? I think they're the most likely favorites out of Bayern Munich and Atletico Madrid. They're the three clear favorites, and I expect a semifinals unless they face up against Bayern in the quarterfinals, which then anything could happen.
If he doesn't win it this year, will you hold it against him?
It depends. Does he not win it because of the tactical formation, or is it down to individual errors?
Z-Man, have you heard of this? There's this hashtag. I can't remember this. Is this hashtag called hashtag no excuses? Have you heard of this hashtag before?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, the hashtag no excuses means that I don't give a damn. Basically, because it was inspired by 50 Cent's album, Get Rich or Die Trying. I don't give a crap why you didn't win. Win it.
No,
if you don't win it, you have failed. So if he fails to win this year...
HH, aren't you the same guy that said that a manager's job is to create chances and to make sure that the formation's tactics right?
Z-Man, this is the fifth year.
Let me land. Mute your mic. Let me land. Eric Ten Hag at Ajax, when he was up against Spurs, you made an excuse for him. You said he did all the best that he could from a tactical standpoint. It's the players that let him down.
Wait. Who?
So where was that excuse?
No. He benched KDB in the first leg. That's why.
Ten Hag. I'm talking about Ten
Hag.
Yeah. You said from a tactical standpoint, which I agreed with you, that he did the best he could in terms of a setting up.
Can I respond?
To the best of their ability.
Can I respond?
Yeah.
Thank you. Did you watch the documentary, All or Nothing, about Man City?
Yeah.
Do you remember when Guardiola said that he destroyed football?
He did.
Natsa, mute your mic. Natsa, mute your mic.
Say it like that.
Natsa, I can see whenever you mute and unmute, so please. Okay, so he said in the documentary that he destroyed football, so therefore translation, I am one of the greatest managers of all time. So
let me
respond. Let me respond.
I'll let you learn.
I told you this is why I've always had an agenda. If you talk, you've got to back it up. If you say you destroyed football and you've been given over $1 trillion to spend on players, I expect
how much is Marina spent?
No. It's not.
No, you guys should just wait. No, wait. I'm gonna come.
Yeah, Ben, I trust you, Ben.
Let me kill it. All right. Okay, you say so we're supposed to hold managers accountable for what they say, right?
100%.
Mourinho calls himself special one. Am I right?
Can I respond?
And he spent more in his career as a manager than Pep.
That's a lie.
Porter.
That's true.
That's
he's
fact.
funny.
That's
I
true.
mean, mute your mic, please. Mute your mic. Let him talk.
No. Let me kill it off. If we're gonna use words, then you also have to call out Mourinho for calling himself the special one. Am I wrong to say that?
Am I allowed to respond?
Mourinho's a specialist in failure.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Special one. Winning a Champions League with FC Porto, would you consider that special? Yes, I would. Winning a treble with an Italian side, very unfancied, would you call that special? Yes, I think
getting sacked.
So Mourinho.
Getting sacked at Real Madrid.
And also, let me respond. So Mourinho has achieved Dodd. And by achieving Dodd, remember, he did this all without Messi. See, Z-Man,
we don't care. Mute your mic. We don't care. Please. Let him finish. We don't care.
Speaking the truth, let him land.
What truth?
Z-Man, have you finished?
20 years of management just to seals, and that's the same thing about Ferguson.
What?
We know that in management, trends change, times change, right? So in a new era, the question is: has Mourinho adapted? As a manager, I put value in your ability to adapt to different circumstances, to the modern trends within the football landscape. And what Mourinho hasn't done is adapted his style of play. He hasn't adapted to the modern man, to the modern player, by any stretch of the imagination. This guy, his man management isn't good enough for the modern players. So if we're talking about management, then let's put adaptability first.
So
Z-Man, that was the reason people were coming at me. I'm saying I hate Pep Guardiola. I did not hate Pep Guardiola. I said it.
Yeah,
the tiki-taka football is playing. The tiki-taka football is playing in Bayern Munich, and Barcelona doesn't work in EPL because he had to be pragmatic to understand how EPL works. That was when I was going to go at Pep Guardiola. You have to change this a lot, man. You bought this player to fit your tactics. You gotta change it a lot.
The man won 198 points.
Wait. Let me deal with this guy. Easy. Mo. 2 Champions League in 20 years of management is trash. I don't care what anyone says. Zidane has won 3 in the space of 4 or 5 years. Fergie is overrated.
How many years has Mourinho been in management?
Now, moving on.
It's been over 20 years.
So Eric, can you please talk about Man City and the pressure that Pep Guardiola is under, having spent $1 trillion and calling himself the GOAT manager?
Okay,
and so forth.
I've waited a while. I've been very quiet, listening to listening very closely to people's opinions. You know, I can see Mourinho in there. Very interesting picture. But yeah, okay. So where do I start? The thing you said about Pep, saying he destroyed football. I think you took that out of context because I watched the documentary as well, and that's not exactly what he said. You know, he said that's what people say about him. The whole point of that conversation was that it's about the players. That was the point of what he was saying. If you go back and watch it, he was saying, yes, he can take a personal, he can take it as an achievement for himself, but the real achievement is the players because they're the ones who go out on the pitch.
But Eric, remember, the story started off about how this guy who started as a ball boy for Barcelona rose through prominence, rose through the ranks, the academy, and so forth, and then destroyed football. Destroyed football. That's what he said.
And what did he say after that?
I think
what did he say after that?
Very well.
What did he say after that? What did he say after that?
I remember you said they'll say the Pep team, the Pep this. He was talking about how the media just keep painting it that, but it is you, the players.
Exactly.
You, the players. He said it.
I don't care what he said afterwards.
It came out.
Yeah, we know about your agenda.
Your agendas are terrible, brother.
Exactly.
Mute your mic.
He the same HH posted on Twitter about the Premier. He's so desperate that he's willing to make the Premier League look like a farmer's league just to discredit Pep. Literally the most difficult league in the world. It's like, bomb league. No, it's not. Premier League if the Premier League is a bomb league, what is Serie?
No.
What is the French league? What's the French league?
Zlatan is 80 years old, and he's one of the top scorers. He scored 2 today again. Zlatan.
You respect Zlatan. The guy is 150 years old and he's scoring in the
No, bro, he's 80. He's 80.
Okay, wait, Eric. That's unfair. Because Eric, in your heart of hearts, a guy that gets 100 points one season 98 points the next season.
It's a huge achievement.
What kind of useless league is that? Come on, Eric.
No.
Let's just be real.
Did it happen in other leagues or not? Did the same thing not happen in other leagues?
No. There's never been a league where in 2 leagues team has got 100 points and 98 points.
I've got a question for you. Okay, why didn't Mourinho ever get 100 points in the Premier League? But he
wasn't aiming to do that.
No. Why did he get the 100 points in Real Madrid?
He considered 15 goals.
No, he didn't get 95 in his first season.
How much money he spent at Chelsea? Why did he never get 90?
Considered 15.
Guys, just wait, my turn. I'm gonna come at him.
Eric, can we focus on Man City, please? So focus on Man City and their sales aspirations, man. Thank you.
All right. So we have established that Pep is actually one of the best managers in the world, and
allegedly.
we also established that HH has an agenda against Pep.
I don't.
So moving on, this Man City team look very different. I think they have a much better chance of. I think HH is worried. Actually, I think HH is worried about Man City. He's worried that Pep might actually do it. Pep might actually do this without Messi.
Eric, before you go, a lot of people are going at me on the chat. Guys, I will say it again. Massa is here, and Catalog is even listening. I hope he's listening. I say it again. I will repeat it. Thank God it's a Man City, but I said it again. I don't hate Pep. My problem with Pep is the take-and-take football is playing.
Bro, you don't call anybody a bastard.
No. See.
Bring it back when he calls him a bastard.
No. See. Guys. Benjamin and them Naxa. But people are kind of calling Pep Guardiola the GOAT. Me, I'm not calling the GOAT yet until they win that Champions League.
I've never
No. If that guy doesn't win the Champions League for Manchester City, he's out. If he doesn't win it,
if you go to this year, you're gonna call him a bastard again. Let's be honest.
No. See, this is the problem where people are kind of misinterpreting me.
Bro,
my agenda with Pep Guardiola is he has to win that Champions League with Manchester City before this agenda of all things go down. If he doesn't win that Champions League for me, it's a failure. I don't care. If you're doing that IPO, it's a failure.
Don't you hear the way you're sounding? Don't you hear?
No, it's a failure.
It's a failure.
No. You're Benjamin because you're Barcelona fans. That is the reason you're saying this, and you idolize Pep. I don't idolize Pep because I don't rate him high.
I don't. You're a Chelsea fan. You idolize Mourinho.
I don't rate him high.
You idolize the freak, outdated dinosaur coach.
Eric, round off. Round off a point, Eric.
Yes. To round off, Man City are looking very. Okay. Man City are looking very resolute defensively. They're looking very strong, and that's the main thing. They don't seem to be obviously.
How effective do you think Diaz will be in Europe? For them? Do you think this is what they've been missing? As in, if they had Diaz, they don't concede that goal against Lyon. Do you think Diaz is that much of a difference maker?
Yeah, I think he's their best defender. I think he's better than Laporte. Obviously, he gave away the penalty today, but I think generally speaking, he's been very solid. He looks like a complete replacement. Who's that?
What's that from?
You can never make it.
No.
It's marvelous. It's marvelous.
Marvelous. Look, my friend, come on, man. Let's let guys talk. So Eric,
talk. You muted me, thinking I was the one.
I muted about four people, my friend, and relax.
Okay, Eric, let me try to finish before people keep interrupting me. Okay, so I don't think they'll make the mistakes that they made last season against Lyon and before that. I think they have a really good chance to get to the semi-final. The thing is, we can't say I don't agree with this idea that Man City are the best team in the world. Like I don't believe it.
They're one of the most. Them and Atletico are the most informed teams in Europe.
Yes, in terms of the way they play. Yes, they are one of the best teams in the world, no doubt. And in terms of the players,
no. In terms of results, goals considered, and so forth, they are the most informed. Exactly. Them and Atletico.
So the main point is, them and Atletico are two of the in my eyes, they're two of the teams with the best chance because of the way they defend. They're very solid defensively. When Liverpool won it, they were very solid defensively, very very difficult to beat, to score goals against. And that's the main thing. You have to be very solid. You have to be very alert and not make individual mistakes. So they've seemed to have caught out of their game. They seem to be able to seal games out very effectively. They're very good at game management. That's a huge thing. So I expect them to get to the semis at the very least. But I feel like it's going to be semis least and semis max as well. because if they come against Bayern, if they come up against Atletico, they might lose. And you can't really say too much against. You can't just say, "Oh, Pep, you failed" just because they lost to Bayern.
So after all that, you don't believe these guys can beat Bayern or Atletico?
I don't think they will. It's a difficult thing as well because you can't deny that the pedigree comes into it. Man City are not expected to do anything big. It was like Chelsea before they won the Champions League. It seems like everybody, the world is against you. You don't have the pedigree. You're not supposed to be here. You don't belong. And the fans as well. The fans don't really have that big club mentality. They don't seem to expect, because some of the fans just think that the FA or they just think that the powers that be have some sort of thing against them, and whatever happens they'll lose. So I think
Ahmad, talk to me, Man City man. Should we be putting the pressure onto Pep? Does he deserve this pressure? Does he have to deliver this trophy?
I think he has had the pressure for a while. It's funny because we have this conversation each year. City being the best team. Yeah, I've heard it before.
Yes.
City being the best team.
Yeah.
City being the best team in the world. But
what about PSG?
I've never heard someone say PSG.
PSG. What about PSG? Come on, give me a break.
If you look at the bookings,
my Swedish friends, man. Please, Hans. Wait. Isn't Sweden a sort of loving place? You guys should need to be much more civil between each other.
Hey, just stop it.
If you look at the bets throughout the years, City is always the favorites. Always the favorites. But yet, they're not even going out to big teams. They're going out to Lyon, Monaco, and Tottenham. And even Liverpool, when they didn't have the great season in the league as well. So, can I consider them favorites this year? No. I can never consider them favorites because they have been favorites for 4 years and they have failed.
Let's keep it real. They were definitely not favorites in Pep's first year. Were they favorites?
Every season after that.
No. It was Real Madrid still favorites. Did the three-peat?
You were top three though.
No, that was the last one. The last one was against Liverpool.
Yeah, exactly. That was the last one. That's the season they won the last.
I think last season you can say they were favorites last. They were one of the favorites last season.
I would say 2018-19 was the biggest chance we had of winning it. I would say.
Was that
Ajax?
Was that the 98 points or 100 points?
98.
No,
Real Madrid got knocked out by Ajax.
Yeah, last season, I don't think there was any favorites anybody was talking about, but people just had their eye on Bayern based on how.
No, but the league was over by January, so they were only focused on CL. That's
how can you be favorites?
I think NASA, this 17-18, where you get the favorite in 17-18. I think so.
No. Wait, let's not say favorites.
Back to Ahmad.
One of the favorites.
Yeah, one of the favorites. That's my point. One of the favorites. So, but they are a good team. They have a good chance of winning it. But I think there's other teams who also have as good of a chance of winning it, like PSG, like Bayern Munich, like Atletico, even Chelsea. So,
Ahmad, relax.
Tell your favorite.
So, as I said yesterday, it depends. If Fraudiola strikes again, is a debate to have. So, if he makes the mistakes he has done in the past, I think it's ridiculous to call him one of the greatest that has ever managed. But if he actually thinks and try not to overcomplicate things, of course they have a good chance because they have a good squad. So that's my take on it.
I wanted to raise something up very quickly.
Quickly,
because this whole Fraudiola thing and the reason why people are against Pep and everything, I think is overrated. Why doesn't anyone talk about Zidane or other managers who have won trophies
3 CLs in a row
with Cristiano? Because people say, "Oh, you've only won it because you had Messi." So why do
nobody called Zidane the GOAT?
No, that's because fans are
always discredit him because
no.
What about AC Milan? Ancelotti winning with one of the greatest sides ever in the CL history.
Oh,
nobody says anything about
this.
Nobody says anything about AC Milan. Give me a break. Nobody says anything about Ancelotti. And guys at Everton right now. Where's Mourinho right now? Pep is still managing a big club with big expectations. These guys are managing bums.
Eric, to answer your question, Zidane is a very humble man. That's very nice. That doesn't cause any issue. Pep keeps reminding me that he's the GOAT and he's generational.
I need the horseman.
So if you're a GOAT and generational, I'm going to treat you as such. So therefore, if you don't get a CL, I'm going to hold it against you. Sean in the chat, please be nice. Please be nice. I saw your comments there. Marvelous, talk to me about Man City. Marvelous.
With Manchester City, I actually have, I think Pep Guardiola has proven his critics and his doubters wrong. I think this season is one of the years where they're most likely to win it. And my reasoning is I feel that they'll wrap the league up early and that the title race is pretty much done. So Pep Guardiola has enough time with the squad to sort of focus in, hone in, and formulate a plan.
He could also focus. He also could focus last season when they were out of the league title, but Leon said what's up. So,
well, I think this season he'll have more peace of mind that he's won a major trophy. Say what you want about the Premier League, it's still the Premier League. When you compare it to the Bundesliga, to Uber Eats, and
100 points and 98 points, 198 points over 2 seasons.
Well, he's the only one that has done it. So
okay.
The thing Premier is League. This though. The only thing that will stop City from winning is Pep Guardiola himself. He's their biggest asset, but he's also their biggest self-destructor, their biggest detractor. Because if he does overthink and he fumbles in the Mönchengladbach game, that could smell some serious trouble. With Abdullahi saying that he has no issues with Pep, I really read into the sarcasm with that. I can smell it from a mile away. I know he doesn't mean that. With HH, wanting to detract from his achievements, I love Mourinho just as much as you do, but I think Pep Guardiola is miles ahead of him. I think Pep Guardiola has shown the willingness to adapt, the willingness to solve problems.
Mourinho won 2 CLs without Messi and Cristiano.
Don't make Adler bring out that clip where you call him Mourinho finished, okay?
Continue, Marvelous.
I say all that to say, this is the best year for Pep. I don't know how he's done it, because if you go back to the start of the season, things looked a bit shaky. But now that I reflect on it, I attribute that to him trying to find like a defensive solution. He was working on being more pragmatic, so they weren't scoring as much, and we thought they were finished, but they were just laying in the waiting to strike us, and they just like samuraized and lubricated the fuck out of Liverpool. So it's very, very scary times. I think Pep Guardiola may win a treble this year. And I hate to say it.
Do you think this is the year that he gets this trophy? Do you really believe that this more than any other year, or is it just same old? He's going to find a way to flop.
I can't say for certain because I'm marvelous. I'm not Nostradamus. I can't predict the future, but I think this is his best year, his best chance, because he'll wrap the Premier League early and he'll start to think and analyze and come up with plans.
All right.
I think giving him time to analyze and come up with plans will be his downfall, though.
Wait. Before I come to Ben, let me read this, and I think this might be a lie, so just bear with me. Zahin, thanks for the dub. Let me just read this first. Sorry. Okay, now I'm going to read this and then I'm going to respond. So let me first read this, then I'll respond. So first of all, this is what I allegedly said. Keyword alleged. If you're a GOAT and generational and don't win the CL, I will hold it against you. Have hope at 6:04 p.m. ET. Now, I need a date and a day.
We're talking about Zlatan, I remember.
I don't. So I need proper receipts. I need you to back look that's for me. Then what about R9? See, it's very simple, my dear friend.
6:04 p.m. ET was 4 minutes ago. What do you mean you need a date?
But I never said that.
Oh, so they're making it up.
Okay, so let me respond to this very quickly. Mr. Zahin, it's called DOD, degree of difficulty. The fact that he won the World Cup after coming from a career-ending injury makes him one of the GOATs. Also, as well, he already has a European trophy, which he won with Inter Milan, beating Lazio, scoring an amazing 1v1 goal. So, Arnan doesn't need to win the CL because his impact on the game already makes up for not winning the CL. But for a Cristiano and Messi, because they're not in the same stratosphere as what Arnan has done in terms of his impact on the game, they need a World Cup to say what's up. Very simple. Ben, talk to me about Man City and Pep and why I shouldn't hold it against Pep if he screws up this season, even though he's spelled.
Okay. You've spoken. You don't talk. Let me talk. Now, I'll first talk about Man City before I address all your dangerous agendas that you're pushing to these people. So first of all, City, it's never a guarantee for the CL. The CL is the holy grail. It is very, 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 very difficult. But tactically, you can see that they are a much different team from, like, against big teams. Look at Chelsea, look at Man U, look at Liverpool today. They've played the same way against them. They don't go at you. Most of the time they're kind of counter-attacking you, actually pressing you, counter-attacking you, rather than, if you look at the goals they scored against Chelsea, it wasn't like, all their players were forward and they broke Chelsea down. No, they waited. You played it. They made it end to end. They took their chances. They did that against Man U as well. They did that today again. So that tells you about the pragmatism. If you noticed, every time Liverpool got the ball, they had to break through two, like, blocks of fours. So it wasn't like, 4 people defending and everybody forward. So obviously he has changed his tactics big time. And Ruben Dias and all that, really good, but you can see they're defending as a whole team. So that gives them, obviously, because if you remember the 98-point season, they were firing on all cylinders here and there. But
so what went wrong? What went wrong then?
That's what I'm saying. They go at you with everything, and they get caught in the counter. So everybody's shouting about, this guy, can't you just? It's clear. It's about counter attack. Can't you fix that? And he's clearly fixed that against the big teams. He plays with the big teams in a more pragmatic way. He doesn't. You don't see normal. You don't see a highline. You rarely see a highline these days, except he's playing smaller teams. You rarely see a highline when he's playing. Even Leicester, he gives them that kind of respect. Even those kind of teams, he gives them that sort of respect. And we saw that with Liverpool, we saw that with Chelsea, we saw that with Man U and some other teams.
Ben,
so yeah.
Do you think it would be better if he comes against a big team in the quarters, so he doesn't overthink and do something strange?
I really don't know. But I don't know. If you take things one at a time, really. I think he can beat. Gladbach. Another thing is EPL fans. Somebody said something that City are the best team in the world. Like, you heard this before. This is the problem, because people were so engrossed with the Premier League that we don't know that there are other teams, there are other leagues. See, there are teams that can beat some EPL teams. I'm telling you, we saw Sevilla do that with Man U.
Oh, yeah.
See, there are other places.
But very quickly, which is why I think, in England. Again, let me use the example of England and Nigeria. So in England, you have to, let's say, now pay separately for Premier Sports and let's say a BT Sports to really get, like, the Serie, French League and so forth. And then, obviously Sky Sports and BT Sports, that's obviously Premier League and everything. But now, if you're in Nigeria now, you just subscribe to DSTV, boom.
You watch everything.
La Liga, Bundesliga, it's all in one. So therefore, you have a better idea and grasp of football all around, as opposed to, which is why you tend to find a lot of, like, Nigerians I know are Barcelona fans, because they're exposed to that. But I think in England there is a tribalism,
and I think it's a problem for them, because at the end of the day, they don't know that there are other teams. But I was going. I wanted to finish up.
But Ben, I would say the point. You can carry on with everything. I just want to say this. You say it's only like England like this. The only people that have common knowledge of all the sports in, all the leagues, are people that don't live in those countries. Like Spain, they might not be as tribalistic as England, but Spain, they just watch Spanish teams. let's be honest. You don't know. We don't know because we don't live there. But I guarantee you, most of them don't really watch the English Premier League as much. It might not be that to the point of English people not watching the Spanish
Are you
league. But
sure? The Premier League? Are
I'm
you
pretty sure because nobody knows that. Nobody knows that. How would you know that? People say that it's only English people that are that.
Wait,
say
so
it's
why
only English people.
are you making that argument if you're not sure?
No, but people say English people only.
No. But Natsa, the points I'm making is that there is a kind of arrogance that people in the Premier League have that
I agree.
This is the best league in the world. So if you win the Premier League, that's almost even more important. And also specifically because of Brexit. Because of Brexit as well, the people that even believe even more that the Premier League is more important than that whole European trophy and Champions League stuff and everything. Because of the kind of tribalism that people have in England that hey, Premier League, because it's the best exports. Is it? But where's that?
It's not.
No.
Yeah. It's not only that.
Wait. Right. I wanted to make a point by saying that you don't judge the best team in the world by how they're blistering through the Premier League. And it doesn't mean that you can watch on face value, they may look the best team in the world. Actually, if you look at maybe Atletico doesn't play in that way, but football doesn't work that way. When they play each other, it's about matchups. At times, you then see that, oh my God, this German team or this Italian team, when you match them with this Premier League team, it's just catastrophic. Do you understand what I'm saying? So that is that's there. I had to point that out. So, but talking about Pep, I want to address some of these things. Abdullahi and HH have been spewing. Abdullahi, you cannot say that if he doesn't win after spending. Don't want us to go into the figures now how much Pep has spent in Man City?
You want us to go back and go?
Wait. Let me finish. And now we're talking as though he hasn't done anything in the Premier League. If he wins this now, first of all, he won by 100 points. Then he won the domestic treble, which nobody had done before. And he did that back to back. We can see the Liverpool team, the truth of the matter is that the media, the English media, waxed more lyrical for this Liverpool team than any of those City teams.
I agree.
That's true.
Liverpool can't go back. Wait, no. Let me finish up. Liverpool, can I finish up? Liverpool can't go back to back. Liverpool can't go back to back. Neither did they win 100 points. So I don't understand. They are in no conversation of the greatest Premier League teams. They don't have the record of 100 points. They don't have that. That doesn't. We're talking about the Premier League. What did they do? They didn't win any they've never won any multiple stuff together. Not one. They win one at a time. So that tells me that they're not they're not. The truth of the matter is that if Pep wins this, that's 3 out of 4. And you still hear them say Liverpool, they've been the best team for the past 2 years. How have they been the best team? If Pep won back to back, how have they been the best team for the past 2 years? It's
how can be the best team in the MCL?
I'm not sure.
We're talking about in the Premier League. In the Premier League, use your brain. Use brain.
A lot of people give City credit. I don't think I agree with that.
Oh, bro.
No. You see, this is one thing that I have to agree with Ben with, because we don't agree a lot, but we agree on this, is that I remember, I think it was last season. No, it was the season before, the 98-point season, when they were just doing like a press conference with Pep. Because remember, I was doing this for like my part-time work, and then Pep just alluded to the point of like, yeah, guys, I know that you don't like it and everything, but we won. So just alluding to the fact that the media wanted Liverpool to win, especially because it's just sort of the better story, the fairy tale story, and so forth. And Pep Guardiola was like, yes, guys, I know that you want Liverpool to win, but you have to just give us our credit. And he's never felt that City have ever been given the credit, because they've always used the whole oil money thing against him. So they've never really given them the credit for what they've done.
People spend money all the time, and that's my problem. People spend money all the time, and they're not achieving this success. Okay, now let me get at HH. You've been coming at Pep, and you've been coming at Pep. First of all, Mourinho spent almost 300 million in Manchester United. Nothing to show for it. Over his career, he spent 1.7 billion, and that's the highest coaching in the history of football. Yeah, Pep has spent 1.2 billion. This guy has spent 1.7 billion. He didn't win it in Chelsea. He didn't win after spending so much money in Chelsea. He spent so much money in Madrid. He spent so much money in Man U. He spent so much money in Chelsea again. He spent in Man U again. But you want to give him credit for winning 2 Champions League in 20 years, and you discredit Ferguson for winning 2 Champions League in 20 years. I don't understand. I don't get it. Pep. Now you come at Pep for people who say, look at Barcelona team actually in 2009, 2012. Did he make that team? If he did, then give him his credit. Don't come out and say, because he couldn't do it after that thing. But did he do that? Could Barcelona play that way before then? No, they weren't playing that way before then.
But Ben, though, isn't it a valid point that because you've never even made the Champions League final?
I agree with that. I'm not coming to that, but I'm saying you don't now write off everything the man did. People like Ferguson respect this man, like they do. You don't write off everything. For at least for what he did in Barcelona, you don't write off all he did there and say it was all Messi. It was not all Messi. Messi is great, but we can see Messi struggling right now, right? It's not easy. So I really.
Did he win a treble with Luis Enrique? Did he win a treble with Luis Enrique? Messi?
Is he struggling now or not?
He's not struggling.
Please stop with this agendas. And I hate it when you gas up Jose. And I love, the problem. I love Jose Mourinho. I do. I honestly do. I don't hate him like Abdullahi called somebody a bastard. I actually love Jose. I actually started loving him. In fact, he was one of the first, like when you say special ones, one of the first coaches everybody began to like when we were growing up. Like this guy was engaging, was everything. I liked him. But Pep came along and I thought, wow, this guy is better. So
people are coming at you in the comments. People are asking you why you say
I don't care about them. Barcelona fan. I'm a Barcelona fan. Is Messi not struggling? People behaving like they're dumb.
Wait, no. Let Ben continue.
Is Messi not? Wait. Has he won the Champions League? Is it like you're talking like one man can win the Champions League? Messi's story has shown that one man can't win the Champions League, and that's what I was talking about by struggling.
Ben, you said
Barcelona fans. Wait. What I mean by struggling? Let me clarify myself. What I mean by struggling is one man can't win the Champions League. You need a coach. And that's because that was the context.
They won the treble in 2015. They won the treble in 2015.
Was it one man? Was it one man? You always use that to discredit Enrique.
But your argument is what has he done since Pep has left?
No, that is not my argument. Oh my God, I'm talking about that's not my argument. Please, I'm saying you don't take away somebody's accolades and say it's all Messi. When I said Messi can't win it by himself. There was a coach, and obviously I've not seen a coach who comes into a club and you see his effect in the style of play immediately and dramatically. I've not seen anybody better than Pep in that. He changed Barcelona's the way they play. He changed
we have to get to the crux. Ben, thank you. Let's talk about 2021.
Barcelona fans. Let me clarify something. Barcelona fans. I'm a Barcelona fan as well, and maybe that was misconstrued. I'm not saying Messi is bad. I'm saying you need a coach. You obviously need everything. Why were we complaining about Valverde? Why were we complaining that all of these people? Because why were we complaining about Setien? I'm saying one man, no matter how good. That's what I meant by struggling. Messi is not poor. Messi is still the best player in the world, but he can't drag Barcelona to the finish line. That's what I mean. So I mean, give Pep his dub, because HH will never give Pep his dub for that.
Okay, so let's
Wait, HH, I want to ask you a question. What do you have to say about? Let me ask one final question. What do you have to say about Mourinho spending 1.7 billion over his career and flopping right now, and being a flop right now? What do you have to say about that?
He's not been afforded the same. Wait, let me answer the guy.
No, can you let him answer?
Let me answer. He's not been afforded the same luxuries and the same support that other people are having. Simple as that. It's not about money spent. It's about
he's not been afforded the same what?
The same support and luxuries that others have.
Okay, because he fights all these players and
no, the boss never supported him the way that they've always supported.
Because he fights his players.
His style of football is not.
Wait. No. Okay, before I come to Hassan, because I need to get us out of Ben. So Ben, If Pep doesn't win the Champions League this year, specifically, if he doesn't make the final this year, will you call him a failure?
How do you call him? Do you know what a failure is? This man, if he wins the Premier League this year, he's not a failure.
Mourinho is
the problem. No. This is the problem. You don't call Mourinho a failure. You see how far you go for Pep. The moment he doesn't do something, you call him a failure. It's not a failure. That's
what has he done without Messi?
What do you mean by failure?
Okay, Ben. Okay, Ben. Simple question.
He didn't win the Champions League. He didn't win the Champions League. Sir Alex Ferguson is regarded as probably the best coach in history by many people. He didn't win the Premier League every year, and nobody was saying he's a failure.
No, hate it. You tried to say.
I am not considering him a failure. See, look, if he wins the Premier League this year, I'm considering that what he has done. I'll look at the context of what he has done and how you're
Ben,
you wrote him off.
Okay, wait.
And supported him in the beginning of the season. I'll call him.
My friend, if he doesn't win the Champions League this year, what will your response be?
It wasn't good enough. Go again. It wasn't good enough. That's football. It wasn't good enough. Don't call him a failure. What do you mean a failure?
Ben, no, actually, let me respond to Ben because before you
No. Hate it. Alex Ferguson retired with the Premier League. This Mourinho dinosaur will retire managing Tottenham.
I watch him out.
No, even managing Brentford
with a Premier League trophy.
Wait, Hassan, talk. Hassan,
bomb, man. Give me a break.
Okay, first, I'd like to congratulate Natsa. Congrats, Natsa, on the win.
Thank you very much.
It only took you 18 years, but okay, congrats on the win.
Give me a break.
Liverpool will become a disgrace. That's all I got to say, a disgrace. I mean, I'm not going to talk about Liverpool. Congrats to Natsa. Congrats. Top 4 the trophy this season. I'm on my Wenger vibes. HH. Top 4 the trophy. And as for Pep and the Champions League, he's gonna go out in the round of 16 or quarters max.
Hassan, relax.
Hassan, can I say one thing? You won the Premier League after 30 years, and you had the worst defense ever. The worst title defense ever in the Premier League.
That was Man City.
Sorry, not How many
40 points after 40 points after 21 games in 40 points. That's like the worst.
That's your team. Last season,
5 games lost already. We lost 9 points. We lost 9 games yesterday last year. You already lost
19 points off. You're 19
Wait, not to what? How many league titles now?
Guys, wait. There's a guy called Sam something.
Wait, Ben, talk.
There's a guy called Sam something in the chat.
Okay.
I think it's stupid. Yeah, go on.
Okay, no. I'll get him to worry. Okay.
Wait, go ahead, Nasa.
Hassan, I can hear the pain in your voice.
No pain, no pain, man. No pain.
No. Hassan, you're making fun of Chelsea this whole season, and they're only 1 point behind you.
Yeah, well, I'm still gonna make fun of Chelsea either way. That's not gonna start. I mean, as for Pep HH, yes, he has a good defense. Diaz is doing his thing. Cancelo's doing his thing, but when it comes to, you can't judge the CEO by Premier League form. Because last season we were raping the league, and then we got touched by Atletico. So I think we'll go out in quarterfinals. We'll go out in the quarterfinals.
Wait, do you believe that Liverpool are gonna have a chance of winning?
Listen, Liverpool finished. Let's not talk about Liverpool.
Yeah, for me,
top four of the trophy.
Wait, easy. We're moving quickly. Let me just hit the special. So from Latin Rosario, who says, HH, wrap this up, bro. I've got money in the Super Bowl. You can watch the Egg Bowl while you listen to the Hangout. I am not stopping this Hangout for freaking American Egg Bowl. You must be out of your freaking mind. Hence why I've got my laptop here. So I'm going to watch American Egg Bowl on the side while doing this whole CL thing. Shout out to your boy.
Let me shout out Samuel, Jamal, Undisputed. You're a disgrace.
Bro, they can give it, but they can't take it back.
Okay, so Hassan, are you giving up your Liverpool fanship?
No. I'm just putting on my pre-clock mindset. So every game's a loss to me. So every game's a L.
Okay, so guys, let's talk about Barca and PSG, man. I want to come first to Ahmad with this actually. And also Ahmad, by the way, Tuesday is the PSG show, by the way. So you better be there. I want to talk about PSG in detail. So Ahmad. Are you worried about Barcelona? Are you slightly on edge about what this Barca side could potentially do and how they could potentially maybe upset things, or are you still confident? Because see, my thing is with each week things are changing. When the draw was made, I think we all said, bro, it's lights out for Barcelona. Specifically, if PSG are at full strength, it's lights out. Tuchel got sacked. And despite a very rocky start, Barcelona are now winning games. Griezmann is playing well. I just saw Trincão's crazy goal against Betis. Barca are now looking strong. And for me, dare I say, Barca are looking like a really strong team. So because my hope and my prayer, and I pray for this, everybody is fit. I think for this to hopefully deliver is we need both Messi and Neymar on the pitch. Hopefully,
and Marco.
Easy, just put them to one side. We need both those guys fish. And I hope that Araujo's injury isn't too serious. But let me come to you, Ahmad. Are you worried about Barcelona? Are you still confident that your boys will knock out Barcelona in the round of 16 and effectively end Messi's love affair with the CL and Barca?
Hey, Church, I need to say something. Dimitri Payet, you're a disgrace. You're the most finished footballer I've ever seen in my life. The guy has had the biggest downfall I've ever seen of a footballer. The whole game, we played Marseille today. The whole game he was shit. In the 88th minute, he wants to kick Verratti in the stomach with the studs. Marco! Is he crazy?
He deserves it.
Wait, Verratti. Wait. HH. Wait. I need to show you.
Copyright.
Oh, is it copyright?
Yeah. This is copyright. Don't worry. Send it to me on Twitter. On Twitter. I hope. Wait. So is Marco fine? That's the key thing. Is Marco fine?
You keep calling him Marco.
Can you meet him, Mike? Is Marco fine?
This is the thing. I was worried because he was looking hurt, but he got up and he finished the game.
Good.
Nothing new. He'll be injured for the seal again, as usual.
And I need to criticize Poch for this. Why did he had COVID in the weekend? You should have taken him off in the 60th minute. He took off Paredes instead. I was shouting in the scream, take off Verratti. We need him next week.
Yes, he is key.
Yeah, but moving on to the Barcelona game. Look, even though Barcelona is a Finnish club, they still have good players. I need to admit it. They still have good players. Griezmann is on form. Pedri is playing good. Messi is Messi. And they have the Us on the right hand side. De Jong has been playing good. And this is incredible to say, but Busquets is also on form right now. So the thing that I feel confident about is that back line. That back line, I think, is easy to break. And the point you made about everyone being fit, that has been PSG's biggest problem. Everyone being fit. We have never had a fit squad in the CL. It's so incredible. We have never had a fit squad, and I really hope we have it against Barca next week. We need Neymar. We need Mbappe. Verratti we need. Marquinhos we need. Navas we need. Navas has been injured for a while, but he will probably be back next week. If we have all those fit, I'm very confident that we will win. But I hate this game because I'm so nervous and I don't know why. But I'm still confident.
No. Why are you nervous? So what is it that's about this game that makes you nervous? Because see, my thing is that this is huge because you say to yourselves that for PSG, the big thing is always winning the Champions League. So if PSG had to go out in the round of 16 after being finalists last season, that would be a big, massive failure, specifically if Neymar is on the pitch, and specifically if he has already signed a contract extension. That, for me, would be an embarrassment because let's keep it real. We know Barca and their history. PSG are still expected to win based on the state of Barcelona right now. So it would be a massive embarrassment if they were to lose. But what about this game makes you nervous? Is it because it's Barcelona? Is it because when they have Messi, you never know what's going to happen? Is it because the kind of form they've been showing? What is it about them? Because they've been winning games and so forth, but this ain't Iniesta, Xavi era Barcelona. So what about it makes you nervous?
I'm not scared of Barca. They are a Finnish club. But the fact that it's Barcelona makes me nervous, because if we lose this game, I don't know what I will do with my life, bro. Like, I would rather lose to Porto than Barcelona. I would rather lose to Porto than Barcelona. I really don't want to lose against Barcelona, especially how they cheated against us in Camp Nou. I really don't want to lose against them. So it's more a personal thing than actually being scared of the squad. Because let's be honest.
Okay, wait. Let me say. So if Neymar isn't in the game, do you think that PSG it's pretty much a definite loss?
No,
so do you think it's a case of where so you think that you can beat them? So you think you can beat Barcelona with Messi without Neymar?
Yes, we can beat without Neymar. We still have quality players. You can't forget about players like Icardi, Di Maria. Even though he got an injury today, but I think he will be fit next week. Kimpembe, Marquinhos, they are still quality players, world-class players. However, Neymar is one of the best players in the world, and he will for sure help us in that game. And but I'm confident that Neymar will play. He came on 20 minutes today, played good, spun Alvaro, and Alvaro injured himself.
Oh, sure.
So it is great to see. So I think Neymar will play next week.
All right. So Ben, talk to me.
Hey.
What?
I sent you a DM on the Verratti injury.
All right. I'll check that right now. Ben, talk to me, man.
Okay.
Barca PSG. Do you think Barca should feel confident going into this game? Or do you still view them as overwhelming underdogs?
Okay, I never felt they were underdogs though, and I think I made that clear. The reason I never felt the underdogs is not so much because of us, but because of, I think the pressure is on PSG, and when the pressure is on a team that really has no history in the Champions League, like PSG, like City, we've seen it over the years, particularly both of them, there's a lot of pressure on them. And if you've noticed, particularly PSG, they've not, and there's this thing about mental blockage. They've not beaten a team who has huge history, like in the knockout rounds. I don't think they have. I don't think they've been able to overcome, even if the team is bad. Look at Man U. Man U were bad when they beat them. So
would you
I don't
consider
think
Chelsea a big team?
Did you beat Chelsea?
Really.
Yeah,
2 times.
Well, Chelsea has won one Champions League. They're pretty much near your level. So,
They can do it in the group stage. They beat Real Madrid and they beat Bayern.
that's why I said knockout.
And they beat us
bro.
as well.
That's why I said knockout. I know I said that.
Ben,
So let me go on.
you're
now.
confident.
Can I finish? Let me finish. So that mental blockage is really, really, really powerful. And what's his name? Pochettino is a better manager than Koeman, in my opinion. But I really don't. And the fact that Barcelona are picking up right now, some people like Griezmann, they look inspired. They look like they really want to fight for the stuff. So I am very, very confident. Not because of anything, Barcelona, because I'm very confident. Yeah, I'm actually very confident.
Where does very come from? Who have Barca beaten for you to feel confident against PSG?
Just PSG. Now for me, clubs like PSG and Man City, I think they like I said, that mental blockage, it's a lot, and it's a huge challenge for PSG. If it was Man City, I'll be afraid because they beat what they call them. They beat Madrid last season, and that was huge for them. So there'll be the belief that, okay, you know what, and even today's game against Liverpool, you know, the moment you begin to overcome such records of you've never done so you begin to have belief that, okay, you know what, you can go for it. So that's why I could say, okay, maybe, plus their coach is also good and they have a good team. But PSG, on the dysfunctional team, in my opinion, or what I mean team, club, I don't think they manage the irrespective of who the coach is, I don't think they manage the club well. They give players, I may be wrong, but they just give players some kind of leeway, unnecessary leeway.
No.
So
But for this game,
that's why and all of that come into play is why I think Barcelona will be able to come through over two legs. I think they'll be able to. I think we'll be able to come through.
Even with a full strength PSG with Neymar on the team, you still feel very confident. See, that's different.
All I'm saying is no. If you notice, I'm not saying anything on the footballing level in terms of in this game. I've not said anything on the footballing. I've not said we're better than them. I think they're better than us. I think if Mbappe is at his best, wow, they're going to kill us. I think if everything comes together, they'll kill us. But I'm holding strong. And you see that mental thing we're talking about with a team like Manchester City, with as good as they've been, and I think they've been better than PSG. Like I think they are better than PSG. I mean, over the years. But you can see it out. You can see it play out that it's actually not overrated. That mental stuff for these teams, it's really, really big. It's not something they can easily just.
But let me flip it on you. Miracle at Camp Nou. Some of those PSG guys remember that game, and some of them will remember.
But
Wait, let me land.
Miracle at Camp Nou.
Wait. Let me land. So people will remember that game, specifically Di Maria, who will say, "Well, I got fouled by Mascherano, and he didn't give away a penalty." So they will feel that based on how that game hurt and so forth, they will feel extra motivated to try and actually really get it done against Barcelona and take out their revenge. Because look, you do it in sports, and I think every manager says anything you can use. Michael Jordan was the best at this. He would use anything, however trivial, to help motivate him and make him perform at a greater level psychologically. So don't you feel that for PSG, we can talk about their indiscretions and their lack of professionalism, but because they have history with Barcelona, particular painful history with several members of this team still part of that history, don't you think that extra motivation is something to be wary of?
That's the point. That's why I say all of this you're saying, all of this media is saying, all of this, the pressure is on them. And that's why I think it's not, I really honestly think they won't be able to do it. I honestly think, because I just don't think it. I really don't think if they were playing maybe if they were playing teams like Leipzig, even Dortmund, good teams, but I don't really have those. I wouldn't if they were playing Madrid, I won't give them the win. I just can't as of now. But this is a big stuff. If they win this game, it's a huge chip off their shoulder. That's the issue. That's the point. So if they can win this game...
Wait, who, Barcelona or PSG?
Now, if PSG wins the game, they will be so inspired. It's a huge boost for them psychologically going forward. Even if they don't win the whole tournament, they know that, okay, they've been able to... They beat Barcelona before. And that's why I think Man City are a step closer than them. Because when you beat a team like Madrid... those teams, Madrid is the most successful team in this tournament. So you have caliber. It's not easy to beat those teams, particularly when the pressure is on you. You know, it's easier when the pressure is not on you, like Ajax, like Monaco, like those teams. It's easier. When all the pressure is on you, it's very terrible.
So as of right now, before I go to Nats, as of right now, game is popping. Well, first leg's popping up next week. Objectively speaking, are you leaning towards PSG or Barcelona as of right now? You could change your view in a week's time.
I'll go with Barcelona. I'll go with Barcelona.
Okay.
Can I ask?
Wait, let me go in. I'm a Barca fan. Let me just go in.
Okay.
Can I just ask Ben?
Okay.
Quick?
Who wants to ask my question? Please just go on so I can answer.
No, I just wanted to ask. You talked about belief. Do you think City has more belief by beating Real Madrid in round of 16 than PSG by reaching the final?
Well, I think City. There are other factors apart from the belief, but I also think City. Your run to the final, I'll tell you, was not that psychologically boosting. Plus, you lost the final. No. You see, I said this at first, and you guys, this was months ago. You guys tried to shout it down, but last season's stuff is not the same. The fact that people played that it was one leg So it was one leg ties. It's not
still
the
a
same.
tournament. It's still a tournament.
See. No, there's no
but
asterisk.
wait,
There's no asterisk. No
Ben,
asterisk. But it is
Ben.
more difficult to go 2 legs to play 13 games than to play 7 games.
No, Ben. We discussed this last year. We said that the longer the game is, the more it favors the superior team. If that game against Lyon was played over 2 legs, City probably win. The longer the
I'm not talking
game
about City,
goes,
I'm talking about PSG. Look at PSG's run.
No.
Teams they played, if they went two legs, they would have still beaten those teams better. They would have beaten Atalanta. So that's what I'm saying. So that doesn't count because the teams themselves are small. Like, do you understand what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying? Those teams are not big enough to give them some belief.
But Ben, the fact of the matter is they made a final and they almost won it.
That's huge. That's also huge as well. So, I won't take that away from them.
You have to put the whole part. Is they made the final and they could have easily won that final. It's not a case of they had a great opportunity
but do you agree? Do you agree it was more difficult for Tottenham to get to the final than for PSG to get to the final? Do you agree? Like, I'm just don't. Why? Simply because of the amount of games, right? The amount of games count. No. See, I won't take it. The amount of games counts a lot.
It was the opposition,
but the amount of games count a lot. You can't. You see,
Ben,
the last season.
No. Wait, Ben. Are you really comparing Atalanta, first time they've ever made it through to the next round, Red Bull Leipzig, who just got invented last week, to Pep's Man City and Ajax, who beat Real Madrid and Juventus on the way to the semi?
Okay, but my point is, you go 2 legs. See, you can't take. You go 2 legs. You go 2 legs. You go 2 legs again. Then you go to the final, and now you go 1, 2, and you get to the final. That is significantly easier.
Okay.
Do you understand?
Let me bring in Zeman because you want to speak. So Zeman, talk to me.
Yeah, from a holistic standpoint, this game is interesting. First of all, I want to give some credit to Koeman and some criticism. Some credit to Koeman is the fact that, unlike Setien and Valverde, he's not fighting against Messi's role in the team in the sense that Messi drops deep. When Messi drops deep, De Jong is able to go to that forward position, and you have Griezmann who's tucked in. So he found a position for Griezmann, De Jong, and Messi. And when Messi's in the midfield position, he has 5 options. He has Pedri, who's relatively close to him. He has Griezmann, who's going to be making runs for him. He has De Jong, who's going to be making runs from the middle of the park. And he has Dembele, who he could pass it to and expand the game and unbalance the game. So from that sense, I have to give credit to Koeman. My criticism is his substitutions, or the times, more than his substitutions and the players and personality chooses. My problem with him is the times when he decides to make a substitution is his biggest problem. And we do have defensive frailties. Araujo, our best player, is going to be out. I don't know if he's going to be ready for the upcoming game against PSG. I don't think he's going to be ready for that. With that being said, we can't depend on Umtiti and Longley. They have been horrible in defense. Umtiti cost us 2 goals and last game against Granada. Even though that was a fantastic comeback, we have to look at it from objectively. Looking back at it, why did we concede 2 goals? It was because of defensive frailties. And we, in La Liga, we are ranked number 1 when it comes to errors leading to goals. So so our defensive frailties is a real problem. I don't trust Mingueza on the right as a right back. And the problem with Jordi Alba is when he goes up front, who's another option for Messi, he leaves gaps in the wing position. And when you have someone like Mbappe, who utilizes his pace really well, you're gonna have problems, and that's gonna leave our defense in awkward positions that they can't deal with.
So basically, you're making an argument for PSG to win this game.
No. The problem with PSG winning this game is they have 2 ways of coming about it. If Mauricio decides to implement his tactics and decides that I'm going to try to implement my philosophy, then I think there's a game in there, because there's a game in there. But if he decides to adapt and become more and have more of a defensive approach, where he has his midfield being centrally congested to the point where Barcelona can't go through the midfield and find a way to neutralize Dembele, then I think they're going to have a chance. Because once they hit us, one thing we have a problem with is a transitional play. If Verratti is in a position where he could transition the play to a Di Maria, to a Neymar, and Mbappe making that run our center back pairing that doesn't have Araujo, who's been our best defender. They're most likely gonna win the tie. But the thing about it is, if they come up to this game and they decide to become open, we've seen Barcelona play up against open-minded teams and teams that want to expand the game and not necessarily think about the defensive principles behind the game coming into the game. So if they decide to open up, the problem is going to be you're going to be giving space to Messi, and then our front line, there is no predictability. Our front line, you could have De Jong making last-ditch runs. You could have Pedri coming in between the lines and picking up a pass. You have Dembele who's 2-footed, who could either go to the flank to put in a cross for Griezmann, or who could cut in and take a shot. And then you have Jordi Alba, who has a real great connection with Griezmann. So there's all these different components that he has to deal with. So it's up to Mauricio. It's about his setup. His tactical setup will dictate whether or not PSG is going to be.
So basically, so you're saying that this is all on PSG, it's not about Barcelona. So you're not confident that if Barcelona play their game plan, whatever PSG do, Barcelona can win. You said this is going to be determined as to what PSG do.
Yeah, this is going to be determined on gameplay. It's going to be determined on the tactics setup. So if Mauricio, like I said, it's up to Mauricio's tactics and his philosophy and his and him implementing that. It's also up to player personnel. Because one thing that I don't necessarily blame Koeman for having is individual errors. Sometimes you'll see cases where our defenders will find themselves in an awkward position and they won't release the ball fast enough. And then you'll also have moments where our attackers are isolated and they're not necessarily seeing the run to pass, and they usually pass it back. So it depends. And one thing is, what's crucial for Barcelona is not to concede in the first half. Don't concede in the first half. Don't concede in the first 20 minutes in particular. Because if we concede a goal in the first 20 minutes, I don't think, even though they've shown resolute in their mentality, I think a game like this where we're fighting against a team that has equal in terms of quality to us, I don't think these players will be able to come back, because they're going to make foolish mistakes that leads to individual errors, and then they won't be able to come back.
Well, no, for me, I disagree, because if you told me if this was Bayern Munich, then I'd say you probably don't want to consider early. I still feel that PSG is still a team that haven't yet earned the kind of respect that Bayern Munich have earned, specifically this team, where you've got people in that Bayern Munich team who won the treble twice. The thing about Barcelona and PSG, because specifically the first game at Camp Nou, is because it's a strange one, because the key thing that I always have to wrap my head around is that this is a different Barcelona. Because remember, back in the day, 2010, 2011, 2012, Camp Nou, that's a fortress. If you go there, you're going there and it's going to be a hard time to keep the ball, get hold of the ball, and you're going to have to do a lot of chasing.
Yeah, no, but that's the problem with Barcelona. It's not necessarily the opposition I'm worried about. I'm more so worried about our transitional plays, because if a team like Granada could get a last chance against us again in the Copa del Rey, the amount of quality, the gap in quality difference between a Granada and a PSG is really high. So that's what I'm worried about, because even against Real Sociedad in the semifinals, they had chances towards the end to kill the game. So if PSG are able to have chances like that, and they have more quality than those teams, then we're going to be struggling.
Wait. Let me just ask you this. So as of right now, you may change everything, but as of right now, tonight, objectively speaking, are you siding with Barcelona or PSG in this game? Who do you think has the edge? Over two ties. I mean, we'll talk specifically about the game in particular on Sunday, but over two legs, who do you think has the edge?
Over two legs, I would say it would probably be PSG. They probably have the edge just a little bit, but But in terms of like individual quality, it's we're reliant on Messi and Dembele in our front line to show up.
Okay.
So we could defeat them.
Okay. So wait, before I continue, let me just hit this. So from TNP, who says, thanks it up. What's so funny about Pep haters saying he has to win another CL is if he has a third CL to the CV, he will basically be the undisputed GOAT. Ancelotti has 3 CLs. Zidane has 3 CLs in a row. And he still doesn't have an international trophy. So he wouldn't be as good as a Beckenbauer who has European Cups and international trophies. So it is what it is.
You've never watched Beckenbauer once in your life.
Nasa, talk to me about PSG Barca. PSG Barca, talk to me.
God.
This is a very interesting game. I just want to ask Ben a question. How long is PK injured for?
Bro, I actually stopped watching Barcelona for my mental health. So I'm just talking.
No, PK will be back before. PK will be back maybe in the second leg. I don't know if he's going to be fully fit, but I don't think he's going to be back in the first leg.
So your main 2 centre backs are Araujo, who got injured today, and Longley.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, so, the whole point is not to get embarrassed. That's what it comes down to.
I'm thinking because this is going to be a perfect game for kick and run. It's going to be a perfect game for him.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Mbappe will shine. Mbappe will definitely shine.
Don't worry, call him by his name. Call him by his name. I've sent my boys after Mbappe. He won't make it.
Alba, although he's been scoring goals and coming clutch in games, but
I told you he's not going to play. He's going to be injured. Clip this. It's going to be injured.
Look, Nasa, talk to me about the game, man.
He's going to be awful. He's going to be awful as usual. Longley has been awful the whole season, but liability, and they've been papering over the cracks for how long? The game against I forgot who they played against in the cup, where they did a comeback, and Messi FC again. He comes on, he changes the game for them, and they go in to win the game. Although he wasn't the guy that scored the last minute goal, but he changed the whole the atmosphere of the whole game. So this is a game for PSG to seal the authority, in my opinion, because this is a wounded animal.
So are you saying PSG are favourites then, despite how Barcelona have been on form?
Although PSG have shit, because Marseille had periods in its games where they were better than PSG, and I think they had more possession than PSG as well. Although they won the game, but the PSG have not been convincing under Pochettino yet. I haven't seen a game where they have been convincing it. There's maybe the one game I forgot was Ubis. I forget their names all the time. But there's one game
Montpellier.
they were convincing. Yeah, that team. They were convincing.
Montpellier. Say the name. Montpellier.
Montpellier.
This guy's on the road, man.
That's the only game I've seen them convincing. Marseille, not so convincing. Although they've been shit. You've seen in our group. I think they had like 1 point the whole group stage. So they've been
most yards than City.
Give me a shut up, bro. Get out of here. 4th place. So they haven't been great either. So Barcelona have been slept on a bit because how bad they've been. But I can't look past kick and run showing up against these guys, and people call him the best.
Okay. First of all, his name is Kylian Mbappe, and he's a World Cup winner and a prodigy. So
he's going to be missing.
Why do you think Mbappe is going to be so key in this game, though?
Because he's a pace merchant, and this is what I'm not saying. This is what they Barcelona hate the most, because Barcelona, even in transitional play, they have been, when people attack them in the transitional play, they have been very bad. It's not the main thing that's hurting the most, but they're gonna go for this game as well, because they have to win this game. Otherwise, if they don't win the La Liga, what do they have to show for the season? They have to win something. Barcelona, a team that I think last season was the only season they haven't won a trophy. So they have to show something.
So are you edging it to PSG or to Barcelona? If everybody is fit, Neymar is on the pitch, Messi on the pitch, everybody is fit, the Us is on the pitch. Everyone fit.
I'm looking at this PSG, but they have some bomb players in defense. Like, you never know. Messi can do something against these guys.
Kimpembe is a pretty decent defender.
Florenzi, this guy came from
I agree with you on Kurzawa.
Kurzawa has been awful for years, and they've still been playing him for how many years right now? He's been awful for years.
He's Leonardo's fault.
Gay?
Idrissa Gueye. Like, really? Him? You see, but my thing, hence why I just said, look, man, this game, I feel the closer we get to this game, I think the more closely competitive both of these teams are, because I think that this isn't just going to be an overwhelming PSG will just destroy them now. if PSG are fully fit, because it's the key thing about this is I need to see Neymar and Messi both on the pitch, because it's going to be a very, very pivotal moment if PSG play, Neymar is starting, and PSG completely ramsack and completely lubricate Barcelona while Messi's there. That could be secure. That could be seriously psychological if they do that. But my thing is that
doesn't happen.
No, I'm not expecting a PSG. Like, they haven't got the stature of like, I don't know, embarrassing a team. You have
so you're saying that PSG couldn't? So you're saying there's no chance that PSG could embarrass Barcelona?
What do you say?
So they're saying there's no chance that PSG, fully fit with Neymar and Mbappe, fully fit, could embarrass Barcelona?
But there is 100% chance of that. But we don't know that because PSG haven't been convincing. Like, that maybe they've beaten some teams and they've picked up some form, but have they been convincing against the good teams? They haven't. Who have they faced? Barcelona is going to be a different team.
But the CL, I told you, never bring the form of what you're doing domestically into the CL. See, for me, I've always said that's what has always held PSG back is that you're never battle tested in the French league. But what makes the difference is because there is history that they have against Barcelona, and the fact that it's Messi, it's the Camp Nou, it's Barcelona.
The main man is not feeling that history.
Who?
Neymar himself isn't feeling that history. In fact, it was part of the people that inflicted that history. So he don't care.
No, but for Neymar, based off how he maybe feels he was treated at Barcelona and so forth, he will want to prove a point.
Are you a psychologist? Oh, are you?
Yes, I am. Yes, I'm a psychologist. He wants to prove a point. Okay, talk to me.
I'm just gonna say I'm edging towards PSG more than Barcelona in this game, but there's no obvious winner.
So hello.
Yes, we can hear you. We can hear you.
So, I think that Barcelona, they have found something within them, like, which is just like, they realize, like, if they don't get the shit together, things get really, really bad, I think. And so they're just basing off of sort of balance. I think they're not still an absolutely wonderful team. I still think PSG are favorites. But I do say, as someone else said, PSG have never beaten a team that's very good. You know? Like a team that's like, it has history, basically. I don't know who said that, but so this is going to be a very big step for them that they have to take.
Who PSG?
Yeah, PSG, because they have never beaten the Barca, Real, United, anything like that. So that's why I say in the end.
Okay, well, in the knockouts, you mean, not in the groups.
Yeah, in the knockouts. Yeah. Sorry, yeah. So I think they can take that step. I think last season they took the step of the round of 16 quarterfinal thing that they had, and this season they can probably try and move on from this big team voodoo thing that they have, and then they can I think it's going to be PSG winning that over Barcelona. But I think Griezmann is looking better. I think the goal that he sort of scored today was
but he needs to
hilarious.
He needs to show up in the big stage, because Griezmann balling against Granada ain't gonna cut it, because Granada ain't PSG.
No, obviously not. But I think, Messi will always still be a factor, right? So as long as Messi doesn't do anything crazy, I think will be pretty comfortable for PSG actually.
All right. What's it called? What are we doing? So Hassan, how are you viewing this Barca PSG? Do you think PSG should be a bit worried?
It's looking like a pretty even game to me right now. First, I had PSG as favourites, but right now, Barca looking good, man. They're looking good. I still think PSG will win. I don't trust Barca defense really. And I don't think Messi can just carry them through this match. I think Neymar and Mbappe got too much quality for them. So I would say like a 2-1 win.
So if PSG are fully fit, you trust Neymar and Mbappe to get it done?
I don't trust them, but Barca just crap. The defense is just crap, to be honest. I mean, it would be funny if Messi knocked out Neymar. I mean, that'd be really funny. But
I told you, that's the narrative. Because for me, I think that PSG are more under pressure than Barcelona. I think if Barcelona get knocked out, Messi's leaving anyway, and this is already the end of this Barca roll through. But for PSG, he's signing a 4-year contract extension. PSG are still very much remember, and most of the guys in Barcelona, we've done it. What's it called? PK, Busquets, Alba, Messi. We have 3 CLs already, so we've already done.
Yeah.
Oh no, sorry, 3.
And this is Neymar's peak as well. So Neymar's got a couple of years left at the top level.
Messi has 4 though.
3 really.
Yeah. So Neymar has to win
Messi
this
has
first career.
4.
Has to win this.
Okay, 3. Abdullahi, talk to me, man. How are you viewing this, bro?
Let me ask Ahmed. Ahmed, is Neymar fit for the PSG match or not?
He played today 20 minutes, so I think he will be fit. Yeah, he
will.
will.
So
he
you
will
think
he
will?
He
better
will
be fit.
He
Better,
will.
okay, good. He better be.
If HH doesn't call him something or something that happens.
No, don't worry. I won't. Because I need him fit. I will say nothing. I'll call him Neymar Junior. Neymar Junior.
I've been listening to what people have been saying, and I think I'm gonna hedge it to PSG because we can see Neymar started this lubrication of from 6-1 massacre in PSG, or what do you call it, in Paris. I think Neymar going to PSG now want to prove a point in Champions League. Now he's playing against Lionel Messi, someone he has already played with when he was in Barcelona. So now he wants to prove a point, maybe not just to Barcelona, but to the world that his name is Neymar Jr. and he still has it in his pocket. What Barcelona fans shouldn't underrate is Neymar Jr. Neymar Jr. is in his peak now, and this is the best I've seen Neymar play for me. This is the best I've seen him play. Now is like what I mean is fully fit and ready to play. We may bash on Kylian Mbappe, but look at the Barcelona defense and look at the PSG defense. There's a difference in both defense. But Barcelona defense doesn't give me joy or give me happiness when I'm playing when the team is playing against them. So when you have a player who has a pace like Kylian Mbappe and you have Neymar who can distribute ball, you don't overwrite Neymar out of the team and you don't overwrite Kylian Mbappe.
So basically you're saying Barcelona's defense is going to be the big reason why PSG could beat them?
Yes, because I don't trust that defense. The only player, those 2 players I trust in that team is Messi and Ter Stegen. If Barcelona wants to win, it's not even about Messi. It's about Ter Stegen because he's a world-class goalkeeper.
What
so if they want to win, I don't even care about that one.
Whoa.
I don't care about him.
Okay, respect.
It's not for me. It's not an important player for me. If Barcelona wants to win, it's about Ter Stegen. It's not even about Messi because I believe Kimpembe and Marquinhos can pin down Messi. For me, they can. Yes, I think Kimpembe and Marquinhos can pin down Messi. Ter Stegen is the key.
It's not Uber Eats. It's not Uber Eats.
I think Ter Stegen, because if Ter Stegen is not in form, I think Barcelona could lose because people may say Messi is the vocal point and is the key to the team. But what if Messi doesn't show up? Then who shows up for Barcelona?
Well, Griezmann has been showing up though.
Yeah, Griezmann has been showing up, but yes, I understand Griezmann has been showing up and he's been in form. But I can guarantee you one thing: when you have Neymar in your team, you have a superior player in your team. Because Neymar, everybody may have best Neymar, he dribble this and dribble that. Neymar can just go into that midfield and dribble that.
But then the point that was made was, yes, when PSG had Neymar all the way, they made it to the final. But then who did they play? Dortmund, Atalanta, Red Bull Leipzig. Yes. Barcelona are the same that's as the way before. But with a full strength Barcelona, and specifically with Messi, that is a far more dangerous attack than what he faced against Red Bull and things. So yes, 100%, that Barca defense is sketchy. Specifically if PSG are at full strength, I worry for that Barca defense. But if Griezmann and Messi and the US are connecting, that is an attack that PSG just are not used to facing every single week in the French league.
Yes, I 100% agree. But we can't take out Neymar and Kylian Mbappe. Everybody will call Mbappe pace merchant. But I'm seeing Araujo, or what's the name of that defender? And I'm seeing Jessica Alba class A break. With Mbappe, my legendary, you don't want to face that guy. You don't want to face Mbappe. He has pace. He can just kill Alba within 2 or 5 minutes. It's over. So that's why you can say Griezmann, you can say Messi, you can say Ousmane Dembele with a pace. But do you want to what have a Kylian Mbappe pace and Neymar distribution into that team? No, because Neymar wants to prove a point. He said it. I want Messi to join PSG. Now he wants to prove a point against Barcelona and tell them, this is the reason I want him to join PSG. He wants to show. He wants to come out and show the world, yes, my name is Neymar Jr. So he wants to show out and show. And when Neymar is in form, you cannot stop Neymar. When he's in form, no, you can't stop him. Now you have a pace player beside him in Kylian Mbappe. Everybody has been abusing Mbappe, including you that have been saying, yeah, this. I think this is the match in which Neymar and Kylian Mbappe showed all the football world that we are back. We can do it. Well, we can do it.
They're better.
So, yeah, I think this is. Yeah,
I told you, Mbappe. I told you, I have my narrative. He needs that CL. He needs that CL. He needs that CL. Oh, okay, wait. Let me just hit
jinxed him already, bro. Never win.
Let me just hit this. Let me just hit the chat, and then I'll come over to Mr. Vilton. So, Steph says, "Why so much hate over Barca? PSG are just as bad." Steph, no, they're not, man. Whatever you want to say about PSG, this Barcelona team are easily one of the worst teams that I've ever seen, and that's just it is what it is. Like for like, PSG are far stronger than them. And Steph again says, Dele Alli is more relevant than Messi at the moment. Steph, you're smoking crack cocaine, man. Dele Alli is literally the epitome of irrelevance right now, man. I don't think anyone cares about Dele Alli, although he should move to PSG. What if he actually was at PSG? Vilton.
Yeah, before I talk on this, I just like to say, not to say Real Madrid hasn't been relevant in the Champions League. Are you kidding me, bro? 3 years? We irrelevant? My goodness. But anyway.
You fell for the bait. You fell for the bait. Congratulations.
As for PSG versus Barca, obviously I want PSG to beat Barca, but it's gonna be such a tricky game but it's the opposite of what happened during the 6-1 baptism, though, isn't it? Because Barca was home in the second leg, but this time they're home. So PSG, technically you could say PSG has the advantage, but as history shows, they bottle job. And like Ben was saying earlier, this game might be a very, very psychology game because Barca I'm pretty sure Barca going into this game, they know they're the underdogs because they got touched by Cristiano in the group stage and they lost 3-0 in the Camp Nou to Juve. So the way I'm seeing this game, because Barca's defense is trash. Yes, Griezmann is balling, Messi's Messi. The Us is playing well, Pedro's playing well, even Puig is playing well, but the defense is touching because Alba, yes, he scored a beautiful goal against Granada, but this guy, I could see Mbappe absolutely destroy this guy. And Neymar gonna have really a lot of fun. If Neymar is fully fit, he's gonna have a lot of fun with that back line because that's the only issue I would say Barcelona currently have right now because the defense is shaky. I don't think it's PK because PK passes time. Yes, he's better than Langley, I would say, but PK passes time. And Umtiti, yes, he gave away a goal against Granada, but it's just one mistake. We are gonna make one mistake. But it's just, to be honest with you, bro, I want to say PSG is going to win, but why do I have the feeling that Barca is going to upset these dudes, bro?
Because I can't shake that feeling.
I just can't shake that feeling. I want PSG to win, but I just can't shake it.
Something just keeps hovering over my mind and it's because PSG are such overwhelming favorites. It's because PSG are should win, and they're so much better that I just have this feeling that, because remember, this is the first time. This is probably the first time since 07 or 08 where Barcelona are actually genuine underdogs in a knockouts game. They weren't underdogs against Bayern Munich. Bayern Munich were slight favorites, but they were not underdogs. We were like, it is Barcelona, you never know, and so forth. This is the first knockout game where no, they are genuine underdogs, and I don't think there is anybody who is picking Barcelona to beat PSG. I don't think anyone is.
Hey, dude, it's going to be a high-scoring game, Matt. That's all I know. It's going to be a high-scoring game. This is not going to end there, though. There's no way this is.
Oh no way. You see, my thing is I'm worried as to what could happen at the new camp. As in, if Barcelona self-destruct in the new camp and PSG just go ham.
Okay, I got a question for you.
It could end in a first. That's what worries me.
I got a question for you. Since you hype Kylian Mbappe and Ousmane Dembele, you call him the Hus, right? So who are you supporting between PSG and Barcelona? You have to be very honest.
I wanted to ask the question.
Yeah, the narrative, of course.
Who do you support now?
I'm not
Because
supporting anybody.
you hype Ousmane Dembele and Kylian Mbappe. Both of them are facing each other. So now,
may the best person. No.
We don't want to hear that. No. May the best person
May the best team win. But look, what I've always said is this: is that Ousmane Dembele is the better player. I've always said that. Oh, what the heck is that? He said Ousmane Dembele is the better player. He's always been the better player, but Mbappe has achieved.
So how the hell is Mbappe the prodigy if he's a better player and he's like constantly
done in the World Cup?
Because he's scoring a World Cup. Because he's scoring a World Cup final, bro.
Yeah, give me a break.
Thank you.
He's
Prodigy is
scoring a
not
World Cup
about
final,
your
bro.
quality as a player. It's about your impact and what you mean for the sport. Just in terms of footballing, the better footballer, just footballing mechanics, is the Ous. 100%.
So Mbappe is a fraud.
No, he's still
he
the
has a World
prodigy.
Cup.
No, he's a fraud because
He can't be a fraud
he's the
if he has a
prodigy.
World
He
Cup.
should be the most talented
He's
youngster
the
in the world.
prodigy because
If he's a prodigy, he
is
should
a
be the most
teenager that's
talented.
balled in the World Cup.
Hated
Let's
deep
your
down
go to ball in
inside,
the
you
World
know
Cup.
he's a kick and run player. Deep
Let's
down
your
inside,
go.
you don't.
I know it's hot that he's got a
Hated,
World Cup. I know it pains you.
But anyway, I'm on war with PSG. I would say, first, to be honest with you, I'm gonna be gutsy. I'm gonna say PSG is gonna beat Barca 3-1 in the Camp Nou. Then second leg, I would say 3-1 again. So 6-1 aggregate. Yeah, 6-1 aggregate.
Okay, look, man. Let's
And shout out to Mark Rosario. Mark Rosario, you're gonna lose your money today, bro. You're gonna lose the buck, and you're gonna lose, bro.
Look, I already know they're gonna win. So has everyone spoken on this PSG Barca thing?
I haven't spoken.
HH, quick question before my let's go.
What?
If Barcelona lose, are we gonna do a 24 hours thing or no? If maybe let's say Kylian Mbappe showed up.
If PSG lose, we're doing a 48 hour.
It's PSG.
I mean, if Barcelona lose, if Barcelona lose, wait. If Barcelona lose and Kylian Mbappe showed up, are we doing it?
No.
It's pressure is not on Barca. Pressure is on PSG. If they lose,
hated. Someone in the live chat said they nicknamed the useless.
Whoever said that you are sick. You are sick.
That's Hazard's nickname. That's Hazard's nickname.
I'm gonna use it now. The useless.
Don't you dare. Marvelous, talk to me.
I don't understand why everyone keeps bringing up the fact that Barcelona has been winning games and drawing games off late, like during late periods of the game recently. Because if they're struggling against teams such as Levante and mediocre teams in La Liga, that does not bode well. You can say, oh, it's character building and it's character defining, but it's one thing to come back and win in the 90th minute against an Atletico or Real Madrid, and it's another thing to come back in the 90th minute against a team that's in the bottom half of the table of the league that you're in. The problem is this for PSG because I believe that they're favorites. The issue is they don't get tested enough in their own league, which is the Uber Eats. So the tendency is for them to just get relaxed and think that they're better than they really are, given that even if you look at the Uber Eats, are PSG really even performing as they should? You know, that's a question in itself. So although I think PSG are the favorites, I think anything can happen. Everyone's concerned about, if Neymar shows up and if Mbappe shows up. If Messi shows up and puts Barcelona on his back, as he's done for years.
Messi, is Messi alone enough over two legs? Over two, because remember, they had a better team against Liverpool. Messi did what he could in the first leg. Second leg, no one supported him, and we all know what happened.
He choked that 1-on-1 though, didn't he?
Yeah, but this is the thing. I don't look when I look at PSG objectively. I don't see them as a club that has a mentality that can withstand or overcome anything. I look at them as just a group of players who are great. Well, not great, but players who have potential, players who are good, and being on high wages and just coming to Paris to live and enjoy the lifestyle. I look at them as a club.
No, but they know what it's about. Though. They know what time it is. And when you saw Neymar, no.
I don't think they do.
The image that went round of Neymar crying on the bench after the Bayern game. that doesn't strike me as a guy that doesn't care about wanting to bring the Champions League to PSG. Because the fact of the matter is that when you look at how happy people were, specifically in Paris when they made the final, and when you see how they rioted when they lost, see, when they made the final, I think the players were aware that, oh geez, this is a really big deal, as we can really help define and make a history. We can etch ourselves in history, because you win a Champions League for Barcelona, okay, Cruyff and those did that, Ronaldinho did that, Pep did, and so forth. But if no, we were the first to win it. We have helped today to help coin and define this era. That's huge. Hence why it meant so much for them to make the final, and that's why it hurt so badly that they lost when they knew they could have won and they knew they could have beaten Bayern Munich.
This is the thing. The people of France get it. The people of France who are passionate about football get it. The people of France who have seen legendary teams win the World Cup and the Euros, they get it.
Okay.
Those bunch of prima donnas at PSG on those huge weekly salaries, they do not get it, HH.
Barcelona has the third times more wages than us.
Yes. Yeah. But here's the thing, Ahmed. There's a culture, there's a history at Barcelona.
Can I say something?
Even if someone walked into,
that makes no sense. Makes no sense.
Even if someone walked into the Barcelona dressing room with intentions to look at football as like a secondary interest, and they just came for the wage, it's very easy for them to become motivated once they look at the trophy room, once they see the history of the club, once they interact with Messi. On the other hand,
that's nonsense. No. See, Marvelous, that's nonsense. See, that's just this proof of the heritage and no, that's crap. Every single player dreams of winning the Champions League.
Bro, the motivations are not the same at all.
I am telling you, the motivation. Remember when I asked you a question?
Let me explain.
I asked you a question.
Wait. Let me explain. Okay. Every single player dreams of winning the Champions League, because when every player growing up, 6, 7, 8 years old, you fell in love with the competition. You fell in love with the star players. You fell in love with the logo, and you fell in love with seeing those players lift up those trophies. Specifically, players from like South America, the international players who, let's say, are beyond, England.
The trophy the GOAT never carried.
Yeah, but my thing is that, so for these guys, they know that no. Forget about PSG history. As an individual, you want to win it, because see, for someone like Mbappe or like America and so forth, I want to experience that. For someone like Neymar, this will mean more, because everybody, see, people say, oh, Neymar had the most goals, the most assists in 2015, but people still say MSN. If you win it, you were the star. It was you, because you're now the face of it. So this would mean more for Neymar winning it with PSG this way than it did when you were under the guise of MSN. So you cannot tell me that these guys don't. You can say that maybe about the French league, but the Champions League is something that every single professional player dreams of winning. Sorry.
I remember about maybe 4 or 5 weeks ago, you had a Friday Q&A, and I asked you, what in totality, what affects the career and the potential of a football player? And you said coaches. We agreed about potential, the player's raw talent. You also made mention of motivation and how their willingness to work. This is the thing. A lot of players who end up at PSG, they have other options that are viable. The only difference is money. And when they end up going to PSG, which is an easy league, they can kind of get comfortable. As a person who talks about psychosis and psychology, I'm kind of like confused as to why you don't get the perspective that I'm coming from. I think PSG are favorites. I think PSG are favorites. But I'm just saying.
Okay, so the point you're making is that these guys don't care about winning the Champions League, the PSG players.
They do, but they don't care as much as others.
As seriously as a Barcelona will. Because Barcelona may be having a terrible season.
Wait, before I come to Ahmed, but Marvelous, you have to understand that when Neymar signed that contract initially, I promise you El Khelafi would have had a conversation and say, bro, we are bringing you here to win the Champions League. Similar to Cristiano. Cristiano knows why he was bought.
I guarantee you.
Wait. This is all extra stuff and everything, but Cristiano knows why he was. He knows that I am Mr. Champions League. These guys haven't won it since 1996. I am here to be the guy that delivers them what they so crave. Neymar knows that the reason why this started, this money was invested through Laurent Blanc and everything was, yes, have a foothold in France, try and catch up with Lyon and Marseille, but win the Champions League. What's it called? I was watching ESPN FC, and Julien Laurent was even saying that Marseille will always hold that over PSG. That's okay, cool, you're winning all these leagues. We are still the only French team that has won the Champions League. And I'm sure that is something that itches PSG and their fans and individual the players and their fans will remind PSG of it, so forth as well. Same thing with Juventus and Milan. Okay, Milan, fine, you've won all this series, but Milan said, but we've got more European trophies than you. And I'm sure that pains you, that we've now more European Cup than you have.
Can I say one thing about PSG takeover, how big of a failure it is?
Okay, wait. Easy. Let me just hit this so much. So from Whimsical Thoughts, thank you for the dub. And it says, this season, PSG are on their toes in Liga, thanks to Lyon and Lille. So in terms of being competitive, they are on alert mode, but I want Barca to win, which is true. This has been a far more competitive Liga than in previous years. So perhaps this could work in their favor, in them actually having to fight for their Liga title as opposed to previous years.
Can I just I'm just going to leave after saying this.
Okay.
I just want to say, even if PSG eventually win a Champions League, even if they win eventually, they will never have the stature of the English. For example, when Chelsea won the Champions League, because so many people speak the English language, they will eventually be this big club that people will look at and will have millions of followers in Israel. I don't see, even if PSG win this Champions League that they crave so much, unless they win multiple Champions Leagues after this, I don't see them having that stature of a club. Because even you see AC Milan, the fan base has gone, but you see Liverpool, how the fan base has stuck by them all these years. Because
I disagree with you though, because history is made, history is created.
I know history is created. I understand, but the amount of money that has been invested will never be brought back even if they fail to win the Champions League.
Okay, wait. So
never start.
Okay. Let's because we need because I want to get this in because we're spun here.
Can I respond to Marvelous?
Very, very quickly because I want to move on to the next episode. But very quickly,
peace. I'm leaving here.
Peace. Nice one, bro.
Yeah, I get the point of Barca having more history. And we're talking about PSG being butlers, which we have been, but it has been by individual mistakes. We really think about it. But are we forgetting Manolos? Are we forgetting Origi? Are we forgetting A2? Those moments, I've never seen a Barcelona team so uninterested of playing football. So to say that this Barcelona team has more motivation than this PSG team is crazy to me. Okay. If you watch that Liverpool game, that Roma game, that A2 destruction, that was the most uninterested Barcelona team I've seen in my life.
Okay. So let's move on. I want to now bring Vilton into this right now. So Vilton, are you there, bro?
Yeah, I'm here.
Ramos, he's out. So, whoa. Wait, I think I'm hearing a lot of rustling. So Ramos is out. He has to have so Ramos has to have knee surgery. So they're saying 7 to 8 weeks. Hazard, he's got an injury as well. For me, the Real Madrid-Atlanta game has gravely changed. When the draw was made, I thought this was a great tie, but Real Madrid have the edge. No Hazard, you can insult him all you want, but boom, he's out. So that's an attacking option. Ramos, that is a major blow. Because we know that Varane and Militao isn't a great defensive partnership. And again, these guys for some reason didn't get Alaba. So if you're Atalanta, you have to feel very confident. And I think we now have yet another game that has gone from like a 60-40 to right now, I'm going to argue and say this is a 55-45 or maybe like a 52-48. Because I just think that this is Real Madrid are the better team, but this is a very bad matchup. This is a bad matchup for Atalanta. This is a great matchup. Sorry, this is a bad matchup for Real Madrid. This is a great matchup for Atalanta. Because Atalanta are a very attacking team, very forward-thinking, and will love you to give them space to attack. And I think that under Zidane, you know how Zidane is. Zidane will never change. He's the most stubborn guy out there. But without Ramos, I truly fear for that Real defense with Atalanta coming in there. So before I come to Wilton with this man, so just hit this from Gatlock, who says, I hate to say it, Abdul, but Ter Stegen ain't no key, and Barca are not Montpellier or Nylon FC in Uber Eats. PSG are faves, but don't count out Barca. 100%. My thing is that the Barcelona-PSG game, I think, is going to be a lot closer than people think. And if PSG make the dumbest mistake of underestimating Barcelona, they will get beat. They must not. If they think, it's going to be an easy game, we can walk over, I promise you, Barcelona will knock those guys out. So, Wilton, let me come to you now.
HH, before you go to, I think let me respond to Gatlock. I'm not writing Barcelona how. Like I keep saying it. If Messi doesn't show up for Barcelona, the only person that can show up for Barcelona is Ter Stegen because he's been their best player. So if Lionel Messi decided, I don't want to show up.
What do you mean? He's not going to win us the match,
no,
bro.
Look. Okay, look. We don't look. Forget that. Wait, Wilson, talk to me. Ramos, are you worried about this Atalanta thing, man?
Yeah, man, I'm really worried about that game because
wait. Someone just said in the chat that Real Madrid only have 12 fit players.
I was about to get to that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh. Excuse me.
First starting 11.
12.
Yeah. Did you watch the game against Did you watch the what team did we play over the weekend? Oesca. Did you watch the game over the Oesca? There was literally there was literally two kids from the Castilla on the bench, and most of our players are injured right now. Like Vinicius is the only one. Rodrigo's injured. Hazard's injured. Ramos is out. Carvalho is out.
Rodrigo is injured as well.
Yeah, he had a hamstring injury, and and pretty much we got to rely on the old core: Cruz, Casemiro, and Modric to bail us out in Benzema. But my thing is, this is so toxic, bro. 3 years in a row now without Ramos in the round of 16. I already know. I'm sure most Madrid fan knows this. We're gonna lose against Atalanta because.
So you're accepting the loss?
Yeah, because this team been so inconsistent. See, if this was like the old format of the Champions League where it was one leg like last season, I would have been confident against Atalanta in one game. But we've been so inconsistent because I could see us beat Atalanta at Atalanta house and we somehow self-destruct in our home.
This as well, Ilonda, Jovic, and Odegaard.
Odegaard is overrated for me, and Jovic is a system merchant.
Wilton, let me ask you this. In this situation right now, you wouldn't be happy that you could call onto an Odegaard and a Jovic in the situation you're in right now?
Not really, because Jovic's been trash for us. He's clearly a system merchant. Zidane's not going to change the tactics to that suits him. And Odegaard, people keep on hyping this guy up. I haven't really seen much from Odegaard for me to say he's all that. Yes, he had a decent season with Real Sociedad, but I haven't seen too much from Odegaard for me to say he's a generational talent. The way Arsenal fans, I'm guessing, are saying he's up next or anything. But obviously, I can never say die, but I'm not confident thinking we're gonna be Atalanta because Atalanta really like pressing you. And Casemiro this season he's been garbage this season. He's been out of bad form and he's really bad against a team that really presses you high. And Ramos not gonna be there. And Militao is so trash, bro. against Levante, this guy made so many mistakes and that get that dumb red card. He made like 5 mistakes in like under like 4 minutes. So yeah, man, it's gonna be tough. If we win this game, I'll be really happy because I want us to make a run into the CL. I don't want us to lose in the round of 16 again for the 3rd time in a row. But I want us to win, but without Ramos, it's gonna be key. I'll say Atalanta they're gonna win this. I think I'm not confident going into this game because this is Zidane lost the locker room. I don't know if that's true or not. There's rumor going around that he might leave at the end of the season.
Lies.
I don't know, but if Vinicius Junior is the best player, we're not gonna be Atalanta. It's just how it is. I would rather have Rodrigo in there. He was informed, but even if he does come back, he's coming back from an injury.
So is this, you admitting to this loss, is it specific to the injuries Real Madrid have or what Atalanta can do and the kind of matchup of Atalanta?
It's the injuries that we have. Because if we have Carvajal, Ramos, Rodrigo, Hazard is pretty much useless. But if we just have Ramos there, because when you have Ramos in your defense, you just certain ease, like you don't have to worry that much. You know he's gonna lead that back line. But Militao been so trash, bro. Like, oh my god, bro.
No, no. I don't know whether it's Militao being trash or just the partnership with him and Varane. They just have poor communication.
I just don't know what it is. But I guess I'm guessing Nacho is most likely gonna start. But if Carvalho, because Odizzola, by the way, a right back, Odizzola, he got hurt. He got hurt. So
Jesus.
Yeah. So
what's going on at training? Like, what's up with the?
I don't know, bro. I don't know, but it's gonna be a tricky game, bro. If we be Atalanta, I'm gonna really be happy about it. But knowing us, even if we do be Atalanta, if we get like a Bayern or even a City, I would say City could beat us again. So, yeah.
All right, so what's it called? Osasuna, man. Do you agree with Vilton that with these injuries, Atalanta could actually knock out Real Madrid in the round of 16?
Do you hear me?
Yes.
So I think there's a very big possibility that Atalanta can knock out Real Madrid. These guys look like they can't score for their lives. They play games. It's just so difficult to score. It's like watching Chelsea right now under Tuchel a little bit. It's like they have the ball. They play it around the edge of the 16, and they don't really work with it. They don't score a goal with it. And I think it's just such a big problem this season. And now they have no security at the back either with Ramos gone. Things could get ugly against Atalanta. I think that away game is going to be very, very interesting. And then we'll see what they do at home.
So, but as of right now, are you edging it for Real Madrid or Atalanta as of right now?
Oh, Real Madrid still, but I think it might be
even with the injuries and when you know what Atalanta are capable of doing.
Yes, because it's Real Madrid in the Champions League.
Well, that didn't mean anything against Ajax. That didn't mean anything against Man City. So that mystique, I don't think plays any part. I think you overrate the mystique when the team isn't functional. They don't have the specific players because, let's keep it real, since Cristiano left, these guys... so what's it called? So they lost to Ajax in the round of 16.
Mm-hmm.
Then they lost to City in the round of 16. So they've not been past the round of 16 since Cristiano has left. So does that whole Real Madrid, it's Real Madrid, it's the mystique and so
forth. Let's put it this way. This is their last chance at salvaging anything from their season. And when it comes to these last chance matches with Real Madrid, they always find a way.
Okay. Hassan, talk to me. Real and Atalanta, man, with the Real injuries.
Yeah, man, it's looking 50-50 this game, man. I mean, Ramos is a big blow, man. A big blow. Militao Varane, that's a bit dodgy for me. A bit dodgy, especially against Ilicic, who's not depressed anymore, you know. Living that single life, so... I think the first game could be a draw, to be honest. It could be a draw. I would say like a 1-1, but it's looking a bit peak for Real Madrid right now. Looking a bit peak, man.
So are you still riding with your boy Zizou, or are you saying like he's going to get... Because if he gets knocked out, I think it's...
I'll say draw. First game, but overall...
Overall, who goes through? If you say over two legs, who goes through?
Real Madrid. I'll give him the edge. I mean, they've got Benzema. At least he's a quality striker, so he can win the tie for them for me.
Well, Sergio shouts or Ahmad Sergio says that the game is on Feb 24. Most of the players will be back by then. Well, not Ramos, though. Ramos won't be back. Shout out to PK Moody. Thanks for the dog, man. He says that is Zidane headbutting the players in practice? I hope not, because that would be scary. And let me just say something about the headbutts. I, to this day, defend Zidane headbutting Materazzi in the chest. First of all, it was a gangster move. It was needed, and it shows you that Zidane is still human. So anybody that thinks that that's tainted his legacy because he headbutted Materazzi in the chest after Materazzi insulted his family, you're a freaking moron. Because if you wouldn't react if a family member was attacked like you like that, then it shows you that you're a loser.
Now, what is it then? Because that shows that Materazzi got into Zidane's head. That was a psychology battle. It's part of the game. French probably could have won that World Cup if he doesn't come out.
He should have done it after the game. He should have done it after the game.
Nah, I don't care. I defend him. It's fine. I still defend him.
He should have did it with the World Cup. Smacked him in the chest with the World Cup.
So what's it called? Natsa says, HH, Lilton. Now that's actually Lilton said that Madrid would easily beat Atalanta. Gatlock has everything saved for his funeral, so he can't switch things up now. It's too late. So, Vilton, do you want to respond to these accusations that you said Atalanta were a bunch of bombs, losers, sideshows, and were pieces of crap who are embarrassments to Italy? But now you're changing your team.
Yeah, that was when the draw was made. Everybody was healthy, bro. Everybody was healthy. But now, there's only 12 people in Real Madrid that are fit right now, bro. So there's literally 2 kids from the Castilla that was on the bench for the Levante game.
Bro, relax. The receipt I have against you was 6 days ago.
Damn.
Not when the draw was made.
But okay, so Vilson, my thing though is that. So do you apologize for what you said to Atalanta then?
No, I don't apologize to Atalanta. They never won a Champions League. I don't care about Atalanta.
Are you eating, by the way?
Yeah, I'm eating, yeah.
Okay, what's it called? Eric, talk to me, man. Eric, talk to me. Real Madrid and Atalanta, man, with these injuries.
I'm not sure what to tell you. I'm not sure what you want me to tell you.
12 players fit. Atalanta are an attacking team. Hazard out. Ramos out for 7 to 8
12
weeks.
12 players fit.
It's looking very obvious, It's looking like they've been knocked out already before they've even played the game.
But it's still Real Madrid. It's still Real Madrid, though.
What does that mean?
It means this. Yes,
it means they have 13 times as much Champions League than your club.
No, true. No. But it means that this with Eric. It's like the issue is, yes, you've got 12 players fit and so forth. Karim Benzema is still Karim Benzema. Modric, Casemiro, these are still quality players. So, it makes the game interesting. Based on, it makes the game a lot closer because yes, Real have lost a lot of key guys. If we still say like for like, they're still the better team they still have the better players. Okay, they still have the better players, but this makes it a bit more interesting because now Zidane has to do a lot of management, and Atlanta now have a real chance based on the players that they've now lost. So based on where we see things are, the game is on February 24th, but even if Rodrigo and guys come out, Ramos is out. That is a huge loss because he now has to have knee surgery. Is this now a definite Atalanta win? Is this now a 50-50, or do you still roll with Real Madrid?
Yeah, I'm still going to go with Madrid because it's not like it's happening tomorrow. So even if Ramos is out, they still have enough to beat Atalanta. They don't need Ramos to beat Atalanta. If they need Ramos to beat Atalanta, then something is wrong. Well, we already know something is wrong, but something is really wrong. So they should still, even if it's a 2-1 or something, they should still scrape past and get the results.
But let's give Atalanta some credits. The credit to Atalanta is look at what they did to PSG. They were literally 2 minutes away from knocking out PSG. So Atalanta aren't a trash team. They're a good team who can score a lot of goals. So even if they're not a well-known team, they're not a team that really have the kind of prestige as Real Madrid, in 2021, Atalanta are a dangerous team. So,
yeah, it could go either way. It definitely could go either way, but I don't think Atalanta are a big game kind of team. I don't think they've ever shown that they can step up when it really counts. So the fact that they got as far as they did last season was a big deal. So I'm not really expecting them to do anything. If they do it, it will be a bonus. But yeah.
Who else wants to touch on this whole Real Madrid topic before we go to our?
Yeah, I want to touch on it.
I was spoken about. Okay, yeah. You guys go before I go.
Ziman, talk to me.
Okay, with Real Madrid, if you look at the game against Huesca, what they I don't know if Zidane was forced to do it. It's probably because Adrizola was injured, but he moved to a back three, and that's when you saw more right wing play, because they don't play through the right wing. They really miss Luis Vasquez. He was crucial to their right wing play, and Hazard has been injured for the majority of the time, so they don't play through the right and they play through the left. And usually when Real Madrid play, they usually play on one side and they transition fast. So they transition to the other side and then usually put in a cross or pick up a pass, and they're not doing that. So I think that they might go with the 3-3-4 or 3-2-5, whatever works for them. In terms of this game, they're definitely going to miss Sergio Ramos. I think like they need a leader that can organize the play, because every single time a team goes for a counterattack, their right flank is open or the defenders just gravitate towards the one attacker, which leaves so much space and counterattack. So they have those problems and those issues, and they really do need a Sergio Ramos and Luis Vasquez, because Luis Vasquez is crucial. The thing about Atlanta is they're extreme. They're either going to baptize a team or get baptized. It's never in between with them. So,
but if you look at how Real Madrid play, doesn't this suit Atalanta?
Yeah, this suits them if they're playing more open. But if Real Madrid are able to set the tempo in the beginning with Modric and Cruz controlling the game, then they could possibly win. But the thing is, they don't have Real Madrid are missing natural strikers, because if Benzema is not in a position to take a shot, then you can't depend on Vinicius. Asensio's still kind of trying to get back his form, so he's not that reliable, and nobody in the right flank is really that reliable. So it just depends on them. They have to control the game from the beginning, and just let Atlanta just crumble, because Atlanta are going to be, if you can force them to lose energy after the first half and not have the same intensity and last through that intensity in the first half, then the second half is all Real Madrid. All they have to do is contain the game and take as much shots as they can. Especially Benzema is going to have to drop deep, which he already does. So that would give them hope in terms of controlling the middle of the park. And then you have Vinicius, who when he's on form could dribble past a couple of players and cause problems, which will take the amount of lifting that Benzema has to do on a consistent basis.
Zima, sorry, let me just interrupt you for a second. People in the comments, you guys need to relax. Nobody cares about Atalanta, so I'm not sure why you're so, you want to be funny with the way he's pronouncing it. Just chill.
No. But let's be come on, Eric. Let's be fair here, because
come on, show some respect, man. Come on.
You see, for me, it does get me though. Maybe it's because I have an uncle who lives in ATL. There's an A after the T. Atalanta.
Yeah, Atalanta. Yeah, I say Atlanta because I'm so used to talking about Atlanta.
Yeah,
right?
you can't do it with Americans. It's Americans.
Okay, fine. Okay, go for it.
I'm sorry, bro. I know Atlanta before I knew Atalanta, so that's just the way it is. But yeah, I think Real Madrid still have a chance.
All right. Abdullahi, talk to me about Atalanta, bro, and Madrid.
Yeah, it is tough because Atlanta they don't know how to defend. That is their problem, and you guys can be laughing. I'm used to it. Because
do you know what's so funny? Abdullahi paused and was about to say Atta. Then he then said, "Nah, Atlanta."
Guys,
continue.
Guys, I live in Chicago, guys. So Atlanta, Georgia is kind of okay. I love that city.
We're used to that.
No. Continue.
Atlanta. I don't even know. Anyhow, let's call it somehow. Call it somehow.
You just said it somehow.
May call it. I think Atlanta, ATLANT. That's it. Just call it somehow. Atlanta. Somehow. As far as the same spelling, the same meaning, I don't care. So I think for me, the problem is hearing Real Madrid having 12 man, just 12 man at the pace. They're not going to be a substitution, just 12 man, fully fit squad. No substitution, just the whole 12 man from the first minute to the 90 minutes. No. And this is Real Madrid. The problem is Sergio Ramos is not in that team. It's gonna be a problem because we know Real Madrid without Sergio Ramos. We know them. They will crumble a lot because without Sergio Ramos, they're actually out of the game. But we can't just discredit Real Madrid just because they don't have an outfit player. And this is Champions League, so anything is possible. We can't just write them off unless if it's Real Madrid. No, we can't write them off. They have won the Champions League for like 13 times already. It's not like
Cristiano isn't there anymore, and Ramos.
Forget about Cristiano. They won the Champions League. Forget about Cristiano, man. They won it. And do you know the defending champion? People may say Bayern Munich, but Zinedine Zidane won the Champions League many times, 3 times in a row. You may call it fluke, you may call it lucky, but they have won it. So they usually turn up. So Real Madrid is not like one small little teams. No, this is the Champions League.
Turned up in the last 2 seasons. They've been knocked out to the round of 16 in the last 2 years. So
I know, but this is the Champions League. It's kind of different scenario than the La Liga. So they may not kind of do well in La Liga, but the Champions League is kind of different scenario entirely. I'm not saying because I'm kind of putting Real Madrid, no, but because of the kind of scenario and the situation they are at the moment, I think I'm gonna hedge it to the AG from Atlanta, Georgia for me. Atlanta for me.
Oh, bro. Yo.
Hold on first.
What?
Sorry. Hold on. I'm like, I love you, man, but I don't understand you sometimes. It asked you that, bro, that is the Champions League. They've gotten knocked out in the round of 16 twice.
Yeah, into the league.
And you now say this is not La Liga, this is the Champions League.
And La Liga is the one that's the Champions League.
That's luck. Relax. Just flow.
Look.
The La Liga is a different ball game than the Champions League.
Steph, talk to me. Wait. Okay, Steph, talk to me. Real
Madrid. Hold on. I'm still talking. Chill. The thing is, yeah, this is the Champions League for Real Madrid. But the thing is, this is not the same Real Madrid that did the three-peat. That's the thing you guys need to understand. They still have some of the players, but those players are old. Okay, they are dying down. It's not good. It's not the same thing. What you need is new players, man, and that's the problem with Zidane. He doesn't know how to build up these youth players. And for Real Madrid, the Real Madrid we're seeing in 2021. In fact, let me rephrase that. The Real Madrid we're seeing this decade is different from the one we saw last decade. Okay, they ain't the Real Madrid are doing three-peats. They ain't the one that, okay, they won the La Liga last year, but bro, that was a shit Barcelona team. Okay, and they got knocked out in the round of 16 2 times in a row against Ajax and Man City. Man City, okay, fine, but Ajax and Tottenham knocked them out. So, like,
Manchester Ajax has more Champions League than Manchester City, though. So it wasn't really bad that we lost to them. I was more embarrassed that we lost.
Bro, we're talking about 2019 Ajax, not whenever they won the
have
Champions
history.
League.
Yeah, they have more Champions League than City. It does. They have
Can
more
I ask
Champions
you a
League.
question? Victor, can I ask you a question? The 11 that won the Ajax Champions League, were they the ones that played in 2019?
Obviously not, bro.
Then obviously that's not really like, I get what you're trying to say. They have the pedigree, but lately, where Ajax now in the
I have
Europa League.
receipts for you, Gatlock, Mr. Man, Gatlock. I have receipts for you. Are you not the same person who told me that 13 more Champions Leagues? When I asked HH, what does it mean? I was asking about Real Madrid, and then you replied and said,
I'm trying to.
So what does
that was
13
me
more?
trying to explain what HH meant by Real Madrid.
Wait.
That was me trying to explain what HH meant by Real Madrid. Real Madrid are still stronger than Ajax, bro. Plus Ajax are in the Europa League. That's why. It's not like I was trying to defend HH. That was not actually completing my point. So this is my point. Here for Ajax. Oh man, now you gotta make me lose where I was.
No. So basically, Atalanta.
The point is, Atalanta. Look, Atalanta, they have a chance, okay. And to be fair, you know how I like the underdog story, so I'm actually rooting for Atalanta. No offense to Real Madrid, I like you guys, but it's just be sweet to see Atalanta win.
Well, you're a
But
Real
I
Madrid fan?
think if Atalanta, it just depends on Atalanta. If they decide to show up, and if Ilicic chooses the right wife this time, bro, we're gonna we're going to have a party. If not, then it's going to be the same as PSG game.
All right, Steph, talk to me. Real and Atalanta.
Can you guys hear me?
Yep, can you hear me? We can hear you.
Right. So from what I've seen, Real Madrid are an inconsistent side so far, anyway. What is troubling for me is that Spanish sides have been susceptible in recent years to hard pressing. And from what I've seen from Atalanta, they do it well. But I still believe Real Madrid will get one over Atalanta.
So if it is, let's say that, so we're running Ramos and Hazard out, and let's just say that they still have 12, 13, 14 players fit, and you know how Atalanta play. I know that Zidane doesn't change how they play, so you know Atalanta will get chances. What still gives you faith that Real Madrid will go through, knowing that Atalanta can harm them?
If Atalanta are at their dynamic best, they can trouble Real Madrid. But I still feel like Real Madrid have enough experience over Atalanta to overcome them, if that's fair.
So, but see, my thing is that you talk about this experience, man.
Because someone said before that it's Real Madrid, and you said something about Mystique. But I do agree that it is Real Madrid. So we have to respect.
But Steph, the reason why that only goes so far is Ajax. What Ajax did to them, and then of course what Man City did to them.
Again, susceptible to hard pressing, though. HH. That's the only issue that I think would trouble them, and that's why I'm saying if Atalanta are at their best, dynamically, then they will be able to trouble them. But if they're not, then Real Madrid will have more over them to beat them quality-wise, I think.
So has everyone spoken on this?
Yeah.
All right. So basically, so my thing, just the last thing on this is that, look, my thing is I do fear for Zidane, because if they get knocked out, I don't know how he keeps his job. I still say you can't sack a horseman, but I think Zidane
Copa del Rey.
Forget that trophy. If they lose this game, specifically they lose in the round of 16, so that'll be like 3 years in a row that Real Madrid have gone out in the round of 16. I think 100% Zidane, even he'll say, look, rather than sack me, I'm going to step down.
Hey guys, who is at home first? Is it Madrid or Atlanta? Who is at home first?
Atalanta.
Oh.
It's
Real Madrid top their group.
Yes, so it's Atalanta first, and the Real Madrid play the home leg, second leg. So it's Atalanta plays first.
But can you blame Zidane for the situation he's in? Because he has so much players injured. Like, how can you blame him? He's working with 13 players and youth products.
So my thing is, to an extent, no, you can't really blame him. But again, I think you could have kept Hakimi.
Yeah,
you could have kept Odegaard. You could have kept Jovic. These are just players who you could have used and learnt upon. But
what about regular?
No. But
no
one
mentioned regular.
But the thing is,
Mendy
Zidane has said in a press conference that he didn't want Odegaard to leave. It wasn't up to him. It was up to the player. The player wanted to leave. He didn't want him to leave, because Odegaard was like, if everyone's fit, I'm not starting. Therefore, I would rather go to Arsenal than stay here and not have consistent game time. So it wasn't necessarily Zidane's fault in that situation. But
yeah, that kind of shows you the mentality of Martin Odegaard. You want to go to Arsenal?
Yeah.
In Real Madrid.
Wait. I want to move on to this quickly. So I'm coming to Eric and Abdullahi on this right now. So there's still time.
Ugh, Chelsea.
No, there isn't.
Look, save this for the complicated
Wait, relax, shush. There's still time. So let me come to Eric first with this, man. What are your thoughts about Feb 24?
Can I go first?
Yeah, sure.
Right.
Sorry, Feb 23. Feb 23.
Yeah,
Feb
whatever it is. Doesn't matter. Yes, I told you this before, right? When the draw happened, I told you. I said, it's possible. We can beat these guys. And that was...
Have you seen Atletico's record in La Liga?
Yes, I've seen. Yes, I know it. I know. But Atletico are not unbeatable. They're not an unbeatable team. We can beat them. It's possible. And this is the Champions League. Anything can happen. We've beaten them before. I told you, we beat them with Batshuayi. Batshuayi scored the winning goal at the Wanda Metropolitan.
Come on, don't do this. Thank you. I hate when people do this. This is a totally different team to the team that Chelsea faced.
All I'm saying is it's possible. That's my point. It's possible, and we're actually playing better now. Right? We're playing better than we were playing before.
Who have Chelsea faced? Okay.
You're the same person. Why are you asking me who Chelsea faced? You're the same person who said that you shouldn't look at the league to judge what happens.
No. But I'm talking about what? Wait. What gives you confidence? What gives you confidence based off of Sheffield United, Burnley, Wolves, and Tottenham without Harry Kane that Chelsea can do something against Atletico?
We have the squad to do it. We have a superior squad to Atletico Madrid. If the players can get some sort of chemistry going before the fixture, we can beat them. We can. I don't know whether the first match is at home or wherever it is, but
it's at Atletico Stadium first.
Right. Okay. So yeah, we can get a draw there, and we can win at the Bridge. It's possible. And honestly speaking, we have the players, we have the squad, and I think we have a good enough manager to give us some sort of chance, a realistic chance to do something. So I think Tuchel's tactics can really help us. Yeah.
Abdullah, talk to me.
I want Bayern.
Abdullah, you gotta be careful.
You have to get
It's not me.
Talk about Atletico, my friend. Talk about Atletico, man.
Before, when the draw was made, like, if it was Oga Lampard that was there, I would already say it's a bad matchup getting Atletico because I know they're gonna pack the bus, pack the train, pack helicopter, pack everything all together. No go. All I'm gonna be seeing is cross and inshallah. So that's it. I'm gonna get knocked out by Joan Felix. So once Tuchel was kind of higher, so I kind of look at the match we've been playing. So I'm seeing some progression in the match, the way we play and everything. So we got a chance. We can't just write off just because it's Atletico. We kind of the scintillating form they are at the moment. We can't just write them off and say, okay, because it's Atletico, we have no chance. And the advantage we have is at Wanda Metropolitano first, not even at the Bridge. So that gives us an advantage. So if you can get a draw,
advantage. How is that an advantage?
Because if you can get an away goal at Wanda, it's easy. So when we go back to the Bridge, we can easily score goals. If you can get like a 1-1 or a 2-2 draw, or just like a lucky 2-1 at Wanda, it's easier to go to the Bridge and just win. So I'm confident because we can easily go to Wanda and beat them. I'm not saying 100% we're gonna go there and beat them, but we have a chance. I'm not gonna get the Chelsea team up because we have a chance to win. I can confidently say we have a manager who has a philosophy and knows what he's doing as a manager.
So so you honestly believe Chelsea can go to Atletico Stadium and beat them and win the game?
In Champions League, no team is beatable. No team is unbeatable. Every team is beatable. Barcelona, Real Madrid, Bayern, Liverpool, Man City. Every team are beatable. As long as you are clinical and you take your chance, you beat them. Every team are beatable. So am I that scared of Atletico? No, because they are beatable. They can be beaten. They can be getting that. So it's just about us as a Chelsea player, or as a fans, open and praying the players are kind of clinical enough. They have that clinical edge to God. And I'm praying to God, Timo Werner, please. I am begging you, please, Timo Werner, be clinical. I'm begging you in the name of God.
Wait.
Be clinical.
He might not play.
I'm hearing a lot of we can go through, but are you going to go through? Over 2 legs, are you going to go through?
I am confident. If we take our chances, we will go to. We have a chance. That's what I'm saying. Timo Werner is be clinical.
See, let me say this: I cannot handle 2 years in a row being knocked out in the round of 16.
Mm-hmm.
That can't happen.
If Chelsea go to what are you going to do?
Wait, guys, one sorry, Eric, what's it?
Yeah, if Chelsea get through Atletico, what are you going to do? Are you going to run down the street naked or something?
Wait, HH.
Eric. No, wait, let me answer.
AK said he's going to take off his glasses. He has to do it.
If Chelsea beats Atletico, I don't think because I'm not seeing it happening, but you don't want to see the post-match string. That's what I'm saying. You don't want to see the post-match string.
Didn't you tell a Dulai that you would eat starch, ewedu soup?
So he said he's going to eat amala with egusi.
No, basically, look, guys, okay, look, let's just keep this rule like it. Atletico are a beast. Chelsea is a patch-up job. Tuchel is doing a patch-up job. I don't feel confident of that game because, you see, I have seen Atletico play.
You don't have to be confident. You don't have to be.
No. Yes, I do.
Why
I don't think any Chelsea fan, you cannot be confident when you're going up against Atletico when you know that this is one of the most informed teams in Europe.
I'm not even worried. I'm not worried. Honestly.
I'm not worried.
But HH, pull up their schedule. Atletico Madrid.
Pull up Chelsea's schedule.
No, pull up their schedule because you'll find that they're competing in two fronts, which is the Champions League and La Liga. And if you look at their schedule from the first league to the second league, the amount of games they have that's going to be determining their league run. They have Villarreal, they have Real Madrid, Athletic Club, who's on form. So they might have to choose because João Felix has COVID, and it's going to take time for him to come back to his form. So with that being said, as Simeone, would you risk it playing this game when you know that La Liga is on the bag? Would you risk that? That's the question.
This makes no sense. I don't understand where you guys are coming from about this their run. There's like a week in between or 3 days. They have space to rest before these games. It's not like I say
6 days.
I mean, look at
2 games in
28th of February to the 7th of March. That's like a week.
The 7th, and you have then the 10th of March.
That is usual. That is regular.
Yeah, and then you have Getafe at the 14th.
It's 3 games in 6 days.
And not to mention, João Felix still hasn't come back. You have Dembele, the new signing, who hasn't come back. You also have Carrasco, who's suffering with COVID.
Zeman, I don't like what you're doing.
No, I'm telling you.
No, Zeman, stop. Zeman, stop. Zeman, stop it right now. I'm going to meet you. I'm going to meet you right now. I'm going to meet you right now. I'm going to meet you. Zeman, I don't like what you're doing.
Stop me. Be more confident, man. You have to be more confident.
I'm ignoring you. Zeman,
no.
I'm not falling into your trap.
I have a question for you.
No.
Based on the information I just showed you.
Yes.
Would you be saying that Chelsea have a chance if you weren't a Chelsea fan and you weren't involved in this juju magic?
No.
0% chance.
0%.
No.
Let me explain.
Don't play that on me, bro.
Let me explain.
Wait, isn't your name Have Hope?
Yeah. What's that?
It's ironic. It's an irony.
I know what HH is doing. I know what he's doing.
Can I respond? Chelsea.
Psychology.
Let me just respond.
I know exactly what you're doing.
No. Come on, HH.
Let me respond.
Yeah.
Atletico are too strong. Chelsea have changed managers through mid-season, which is always a bad thing. I'm not confident. So it is what it is. So I have to now deal with the disappointments of Chelsea being knocked out of the round of 16.
The amount of players that are going to be missing for the Chelsea game, and the amount, and then let's put it into context. Suarez is going to be left by himself carrying the striking force. Which he
has experience. He's already won a Champions League.
He's not that type of guy that will carry the.
He's already won. He
can't pick up.
Zeman is fine. There's nothing you can tell me.
Zeman, there's nothing you can tell him that will change his mind because he's suffering from PTSD.
No.
If Suarez haven't even scored the Champions League yet this season.
If Chelsea don't make it through,
evil.
If Chelsea,
Wait, guys. Okay, let me just explain again.
If Chelsea don't make it through, are we having an emergency hangout?
No, we're not.
Because they are one of the favorites in this tie.
Let me just explain to people.
Yeah.
Chelsea against Atletico. Of course, we'll build up, we'll do the pre-match and everything. But Abdullahi, I'm looking at you right now. I'm looking at your face.
Abdullahi, you know it's true. Abdullahi, come on, bro.
Germans Zidane, bro. Germans Zidane, bro.
Wait. No, look. Abdullahi, you know what this is about.
Mm-hmm.
It's about building for next year. It's not happening. We know what the dream is. We know the dream is to get a hold of 2012 and to live 2012 again.
Brown wants to win. Hashtag Brown wants to win.
So look, my thing here is we just have to hope. Of course, I have hope.
No hope. That's an expectation.
You don't have hope. You just said 0% chance. Does that sound like hope?
Yeah, that doesn't sound like hope to me.
0% is called reality. Because I have seen the future.
It's not reality.
You have not seen the future.
You see, that's why I told you, if it is Lampard, I'm going to just come and say, okay, Atletico favorite. But now we have a better manager.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about.
Who knows what he's doing? That's why I said.
Explain it to him.
Wow.
This is why I end my
Z-Man.
That's why I say. I'm praying to God that Timo Werner will be very clean.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Z-Man.
You haven't seen shit.
Wait, guys, one at a time, because we can't speak all of the things. We can't speak all at the same time. Can I also just, because I want to just look at this Champions League thing again, because guys, we're just looking at Champions League thing and so forth. So, let me just bring this up. So again, of course, we have.
Juve
I don't want to be offensive to FC Porto, because when I said this about FC Porto, Portuguese fans started insulting me and so forth. So I don't want to be offensive. But guys, Porto don't have a chance. Can we just accept that Porto doesn't have a chance?
The people that insulted you, actually one of them.
They have a chance, bro. It's just everybody has a chance. Everybody has a chance. It's the Champions League, bro. Because everybody has a chance. You said the same thing last season against when you were like, no, there's no way in hell Lyon's going to beat Man City. And they did it. Everybody has a chance. We're not saying Porto's going to be Juve. We just saying they have a chance. You can't just.
He's doing reverse psychology for Cristiano.
Yeah, reverse. Oh yeah, reverse psychology. I forgot in this hangout we use reverse psychology all the time. So yeah.
Porto have no chance.
The real question is Cristiano Ronaldo going to be the only attacking force for them, for Juve? That's a real question. Because Morata has to step up, and he's been on a form lately. So it's if Cristiano Ronaldo's the only person that's stepping up, then if you're Portugal, if you're Porto, then you're gonna be looking at this. You're gonna be looking at this tie as having a chance, not a lot, but a chance.
No, my issue is Juve, the whole Cristiano thing and Cristiano getting his support. It's not about this game. I think this game is fine. I think it's further on. I think that Porto simply don't have the weapons to cause Juve enough issues over two legs. I just don't think so. I think the whole thing of who can help Cristiano and whether Morata can step up is from the quarters and the semis. See, people say, okay, everyone has a chance, but guys, let's be realistic. Realistically, FC Porto are not harming this Juve thing. You see, now, when we look at Leipzig and Liverpool, the way Liverpool are looking, things are sketchy. Now, that game...
Let's not talk about that game.
Liverpool on the ropes.
Was talking about that. You see, that game is looking sketchy, but I think that game, they say that it's not going to be played in January because of some travel things. So that game will actually be played in London. Or Hungary, yeah. And, bro, I'm giving the edge for Sevilla over Dortmund, man.
You see Papi Gomez the goal?
That was a crazy goal. He's
a quality player. I don't know why.
That was a crazy freaking goal.
Sevilla Barca this week.
Wait, can I speak on the Leipzig Liverpool game?
Hassan, have you given up hope on Liverpool, or do you have hope?
Listen, I've given hope on the Premier League. I will never give up on the Champions League. I will never give up on the Champions League. I mean, leading the Premier League was hard, but it's the Premier League. Champions League, I don't know if I can take this. If we go around 16, I don't know if I can take it mentally. I don't mind going out to like Bayern or something, but Leipzig, Paulsen, I don't know. I don't know.
If it's Fabinho and Henderson, your defense, bro, you have a good chance of going out, bro.
What I fear, the biggest thing I fear for Liverpool is based on everything that's happening in the Premier League. The respite they now have is the Champions League. If Liverpool gets knocked out by Leipzig, I think Liverpool fans may self-destruct.
Yeah, bro, be worried for me. I don't know what I'll do.
No. I think they'll because I'm worried genuinely.
Why? I don't get why.
I am worried for Jamal because Jamal is a nice guy and so forth. I'm genuinely worried for Jamal's safety and his health.
Do you check the Premier League table? You should know what the Liverpool fans will be worried if they little like.
I know, but I mean, they waited 30 years. So what? They have patience.
No. Listen, the Premier League. Listen, I don't care about Premier League. Champions League. I want to go at least semi.
Even champion. Okay, wait, hold on. Okay, that was 2019. Never mind.
And guys, the league, yeah, West Ham are sniffing our ass and Chelsea. So I don't want the Europa League. That's what I'm saying. I don't want the Europa League.
So look, guys. I need to go and eat because I'm actually starving. Yes, I'm having my dinner right now. But this is my final thing here, guys. So Champions League.
You haven't got Marvelous yet on the Atletico stuff. He hasn't even talked about it.
I don't want to hear what he says because he's going to mess up with the jinx.
Let him talk.
I just wait.
Give him chance.
I just want to say.
I wanted to apologize to Zima.
No. HH. I just want to say one thing. All right, for all the people that are saying that João Felix is going to be back, Carrasco is going to be back, and whatnot, what you have to put into consideration is that it takes time for players to come back to their full, to their best. So look at Paul Pogba when he was gone with COVID. It took him time to come back. All I'm saying is
Pogba.
Yeah. Pogba had what is it? He had
Pogba's
COVID.
a bum, man. Pogba's a bum.
He had COVID, and it took him a while to come back to his form. That's what
I have actually the COVID. You just kind of
It takes
Chelsea
time.
are the highest. They are the favorites for this.
That's what I'm saying. There's a chance. I'm not saying there.
Let me just be fully clear here. And then we're gonna round off. I'm saying that I don't give a crap about everyone has a chance. This isn't some bum-ass tiddlywinks.
Abdullah, tell him. Explain to him why that you guys have favorites.
Let Marvelous talk. I've spoken.
Let me say this right now, and then we're gonna bump off. So look, the fact of the matter is this: there is no such thing as everyone has a chance. This isn't tiddlywinks and ring roses. That is a pile of bullcrap. There's reality and non-reality. The reality of the matter is FC Porto do not stand a chance against Juventus. Chelsea, realistically, 3%, maybe, so forth. 3 or 4%. But realistically, Chelsea got screwed. See, if Chelsea faced Atletico in the semis, boom. Round of 16, with the team still trying to grow and so forth, Chelsea got screwed by UEFA. They got screwed by UEFA in 2009 in that semi, and they screwed yet again with the rigging of this whole thing, which I think is very unfair, and nobody is going to hell claim. But guys, we'll see when it happens, because you know how much I want this.
Is it too crazy for me to say that this could be Chelsea's Champions League? Because let me explain.
I'm going to miss his mic. So first of all, ignore that
You're
nonsense.
4K.
That wasn't me. So again, guys, it's popping off right now. And yes, I'm going to use my juju and all of my witchcraft and my hex to try and make sure that Chelsea can try and do something. But Marvelous, Eric, Abdullahi, don't mess with my witchcraft. Please.
I've already said it, HH. I've said it.
Said.
It's simple, HH.
No, it's fine. It's fine. Abdullah is okay. It's all right. It's all right.
You're going to be affected.
It's fine.
So my thing here is this: is that let's just see where the cards are. Because guys, we've got a long time and a few weeks. Let's hope that Atletico gets key injuries. I will be hoping to get key injuries.
Wow. Got a clip this.
The views expressed by HH.
Injuries,
His views alone. I do not.
Low, bro.
I know what it is. I know what it is. I know what it is.
For injuries, bro? Nah, bro, that's low, bro. That's way too low, bro.
Oh, but.
Like, nah, bro, that's way too low, bro. What?
I was even expecting my value to take. KJ was like, I don't want him to say it. Let this guy talk. Let's even hear him out.
This guy wasting injuries, bro. What a legend.
It's just literally just like you don't want Gasler to keep him and say, he said this, he said that, he said that.
This guy is on the floor now. He's literally.
Nah, bro, injuries are way too serious, bro.
No. But see, my thing is that why would you give how do Chelsea get Bayern Munich and Atletico back to back?
You
Why?
should
What's
have
the
finished
point?
second and
For Bayern.
Abdullah, he said he wants Bayern. You said you want Bayern.
No, I didn't say that. It said that.
It's
It said that. I did not. I didn't.
Guys, look, man. As I said again, and yes, I defend everything that I say. Every man for himself. Yes. Injuries. Yes. I said it's injuries. Yes. Every man for himself. So I want to, guys. Peace out. Stay true. Stay real. And we'll see you guys next week. Peace. 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 So, some people had an issue with me saying that I hope Atletico get injuries. I don't wish ill on anyone. I don't. I'm a nice guy, but I don't think you understand my desperation for the CL, and I am willing to cheat and do anything for the CL. And of course, I wish Atletico they recover and so forth. But if there's a chance that Cannibal Suarez, Jimenez, and João Felix don't play, yes, I promote that, and I hope they don't play. I hope they don't play because that will help Chelsea win. And anything to help Chelsea win this CL, I'm for it, man. So that's what I want, man. You know. So guys, how you doing, man? What's up, man? What's up? After Credits Gang, man. After Credits Gang, what's up, man? What's up, guys? 1 week till the CL, man. Guys, it's here. The CL is here, guys. The CL, it's here. It has arrived. It has freaking arrived. And guys, I have no idea who's going to win it. I have no freaking idea who is going to win that freaking thing, man. But I am pumped. I am freaking pumped for it. Because right now, everyone is saying what's up, man. What position in the table do you see Liverpool finishing? It's looking very scary because Chelsea are now 1 point behind Liverpool. Same amount of games played, and Liverpool's form just looks to be bad. And Chelsea just seems to be going on a run. So I am fearful. And remember, Everton have 2 games in hand. I think Everton have 2 games in hand. So King Sol, I am generally worried. I have no idea. Because this seems to be a particularly bad run, but I'm still going to hold faith and say they'll probably get third. That they just have too much quality and they'll just find a way and they'll still get third. How great do you think this CL season will be? Hopefully that COVID doesn't stop it. If COVID doesn't stop it, because it might, if COVID doesn't stop it, I just think that we've got very close games, you know, because I think Leipzig-Liverpool is going to be a close game now. Barca PSG is going to be a close game. Sevilla-Dortmund is going to be a close game. Juve, boom. Chelsea, Atletico, we've dealt with that. Okay, Bayern, Lazio, boom. Atalanta, Real Madrid, that's going to be a close game. See, the ones that I still think are overwhelming is City, Mönchengladbach could be interesting, but I still say City are, I think City, that's clear favourites. Bayern, clear favourites. Juve, clear favourites. But Atalanta, Real Madrid, I think we're in for a game. Sevilla, Dortmund, we're in for a game. Atletico, clear favourites. Liverpool, Leipzig, in for a game. Barca, PSG. So I think we're going to have more interesting close games than in previous years. So I think this could be an interesting one, man. If Liverpool fail top 4, what happens? World War III? Yes. On Twitter, Liverpool fans, I think, will self-destruct. But I still think that they will get top 4. But if they don't get top 4, I truly fear for Liverpool fans. 100%. I think that they may just they may go crazy. They may go crazy. They may go flipping crazy, man. Do you think West Ham can make the CL? No. They're not doing it. I think West Ham will end up. West Ham will definitely. I'm pretty sure they'll make Europa. So they end up like 6th, 7th. They're not going to end up top 4. No way. No, I don't think so. I think when it comes to the last few games and so forth, quality will rule through, man. Will you finally respect Cristiano if he wins the CL with Juve? Oh yeah. I will give him his I will give him his due respect. If he wins the Champions League with Juventus, for me, that will be his greatest achievement club-wise. And I will put it ahead of what he did for Real Madrid and for so I'll put it ahead with what he did for Real Madrid and Man United. It would be his true great one, man. Can Harry Kane carry Spurs to top 4? It will be close, but I just don't think so. I think Tottenham need a lot more than Harry Kane to get top 4. I think it's. I wouldn't put money down. It'll be close. It'll help them, but it's too tight. See, for the right now, I think United, City, boom. I'm still going to see Liverpool, and I think there's a stronger argument for Leicester City, Chelsea, and Everton to get that spot than I think for Tottenham to do it, man. So yeah. So actually, when are Spurs playing City in the Papa John's Cup though? When is that happening? When is that happening? When are they playing them in the competition? City double, treble, or quadruple? They are. I can almost guarantee they're definitely winning the league and the Papa John's Cup. I would still say treble. I'm not sure whether quadruple. No way. Quadruple is impossible. And if I was Pep, oh shit, April. Fuck. If I was Pep, I would advise them not to focus on. Basically, if I was Pep, I would advise them not to focus on the FA Cup. Give up the FA Cup, focus, short out to the Carabao Cup, League, and the Champions League. FA Cup, who cares? No one cares about that. Bro, is the after credits guy? I don't always do it. So it just depends. It's like the Marvel movies. Sometimes there's an after credit scene. Sometimes the reasons, man. So it depends, man. It depends. All right, what else are you guys saying? What else are you guys saying, man? So, surprise. Brady. Look, I already knew. Guys, look at my video that I did on my other channel. I said Brady was going to win. I already knew this, man. I already knew that freaking Brady was going to win, man. It was so obvious. It was way obvious, man. But it's going to be hard to predict who can win this Champions League because Bayern still look good, but something tells me that Highland is going to get exposed. City have always looked good. They look really good now, but something still tells me that no matter how good Man City look, Pep just freaks out during one of these games and overthinks things and just tries to do too much tactically. Because so many of the games, City are favorites, like City against Tottenham. Because I think, wasn't that against Tottenham, that was the 98-point season. See, because Liverpool was the 100-point season, Tottenham was the 98-point season. Then, of course, last season was where they fell behind and so forth. But City, they look good and they've got all the weapons to go all the way. But the thing about it is that which is what makes the Champions League so beautiful is that we're looking at City against Premier League teams. What does City look like against Bayern Munich? What do they look like against Juventus? What do they look like against PSG? We just don't know. We just don't know. So, Thiago Silva might be out for that. Big Steve, as I said again, I'm not putting too much faith in it, bro. I'm not putting too much faith in anything happening, man. But I don't know. I have my eye on that Barca PSG game because I just because see, the thing about that Barca PSG game, whatever happens will be huge. When is the last time that Barcelona were knocked out in the round of 16? It's been a long freaking time. It's been over a decade. Barca have never been. It's been over a decade since they've been knocked out of the round of 16. Because I think they got knocked out in the quarters in 2017 by Juventus. Okay, yeah, 06-07 has been ages. So if Barca get knocked out, that'll be huge. If PSG get knocked out, that would be catastrophic. That would be absolutely catastrophic if they get knocked out, man. But it's stuff is wild, man. Stuff is wild, man. But it's like, but it's always in these games. I just want everyone to pretty much be at their best. That's what I want. I want everyone to show up. I want Neymar to show up. I want Messi to show up. I want everyone to show up face to face, so that because I don't want a situation where it's like, oh my gosh, Neymar didn't play. Or what if Messi played? No, everyone played. Everyone is fit and they've gone right through. Guys, it's been real. It's been swell. Let me go and see Tom Brady go and end up with this whole freaking thing, man. So guys, peace of state. Remember, stay tuned to the channel. Like, subscribe. Champions League bid. We will be doing a new team every single day. So look on the channel for a new team every single day. Support your boy with the links below in the description box. I'll see you out there. Peace out. Stay true. One love, baby. One love.